Welcome to the Fireside Tribe podcast. We're a community who sits together and deliberate over Cameroonian culture, specifically or generally through the lens of Cameroonian music. Our goal is to take Cameroonian music a step further, to leave it a little bit further than we found it. And as usual, with me is our usual criminals. I don't want to call you guys criminals, but our usual suspects. Today we have Atem, and myself. I'm Anyang. Welcome to everyone.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome to
So
you
how's
all. How are you guys
everybody's
doing today?
weekend? Well,
All
I'm
right, let me
doing
go
great.
first. Let me go first.
Tell us
Since you
about your
asked,
weekend. hmm
since you asked,
You seem
I've
to
been
be
waiting for when
excited
you
to
ask
tell
about
us
my
all
weekend.
the news. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Actually, what have I been doing this weekend? Oh, a lot of stuff. It's going to go so many directions here. But one of the funny things is, you guys probably saw in the chat, I posted um this Ivorian clip about this Ivorian rap battle. For some reason, I just landed on the rap battle in Ivory Coast, and I think it's good sometimes just to go out of my bubble and just see what other people are doing to see where we stand. It helps me really to kind of have a little bit of a balance on where Cameroon music is. And
Yes.
my quick recap to it, it's not so bad, but the other guys are not sleeping.
They're not.
Other people are not. Africa is not sleeping. It's crazy what level these guys are. So when I saw what these Ivorian kids are doing, it's like, wow, rap battle. The kid that won that battle, I bet you he can battle rappers in France today. With African rap, they would understand his African rap, they would appreciate it, they would respect it. And he's still going to stand out like an African in France. And that is, for me, the take home from what I found out today in general. I also posted something on Spotify,
hmm
how African music has grown recently in Spotify. Crazy. I was
hmm
actually so amazed to see the evolution, and it's not long. We're talking only about 3 years. In the last 3 years, 3 years, Spotify African music has gotten the Spotify category. Now I can talk about this for a whole day because when I was DJing, I was so disappointed. I couldn't find African music. I couldn't find Afro music's own category on SoundCloud, Spotify. There wasn't anything like Afrobeat. I was releasing songs and beats on Spotify and everything. I didn't know how to classify my songs because there was no class category for it. I had to do something like reggaeton or raga or something like that for it to somehow be close to the category of music that I was releasing because we didn't have Afrobeat on
Yes.
those platforms.
hmm
Today, not only is it a category on those platforms, on Spotify, Afrobeat is the fastest growing category in
Yeah.
Spotify. So it's like this guy slept on us for a minute, and the moment they've discovered
The
African music, it's
moment,
like it's gold.
yeah.
Now they're like rushing on it, and everyone is trying to get their own bill. It's crazy how fast, and that just for me, I was like, let me come back and let me scream about it on this podcast and let all the Cameroonians that are listening to it just know that there is so much for them to make in African music, and they just have to keep being patient and they have to keep investing their energy and their time and their work on it because it pay. You don't start pay like big time, and they're gonna make something big off of it. So yeah, that was my take in the weekend. It was just like going down all those rabbit holes and just finding out what are we even doing here, and what is going on, and what are the others doing, and how are we growing with this? And it's like it's amazing. The Africans are growing in African music. African music is getting really big, and Cameroon music is really, really also getting on par with that. Maybe that's my conclusion to it. Cameroon music is not way too far. It's really on par, but it's not like let's not think that we are overdoing it. The competition is really fierce, and yeah,
Yes. To piggyback off of that, right? Like when I watched that video that you posted, I was like, this is so intense. I think that the intensity that Cameroon rap or whatever things that they're at, right? Is like maybe 1% to that energy in that video. Like 1%. That was just my opinion because it was so intense. But then the audience, it wasn't just intense. The audience was mad involved. They were
yes,
really involved, and that's the problem that you
yes.
see with Cameroon concerts and stuff. People are just so lax. They're just like, I don't know. I'm too big to enjoy something. This is fun. So like the
Two
audience was
cents,
really really into it, and that's what
two
I
cents
needed
to
to
add
see.
to that.
Build up the energy and the intensity and made those people want to like bring their A game. Yes, I watched it.
But besides it being intense, did you see what the rappers did? Like, oh, I've not plugged my computer out. But did you see what the rappers did? Like the way the guys were rapping, right? I listened to it. The guy was speaking, the way he put his lines together. There's this guy that won the battle. It was like, oh, it was amazing. It was like, um, je voulais te finir ici, mais on m'a dit que tu es encore enfant, que je rabaisse le niveau. Everyone screamed. Even the judge, the jury was a bunch of rappers. Even the guy in the jury, he was like, oh, this is too much. The guy screaming, got off it. I was like, that's it. That's what you do with rap. It's like finding punchlines that really punch. And those guys, and they not go too far. They not try to say things. The first guy that came in was rapping like in France. That one, he was knocked out in the first round. Like they just knocked him out. He was rapping very clean and very nicely, but it was not relatable. And he was talking about guns and things like, who cares about that?
Nobody
But
carries
this guy
guns in
that
Africa.
won, they do, but it's not. It doesn't really. It doesn't really represent.
Only if
It doesn't
people are
really
betting.
represent le quartier. But that guy that won, he was like saying very relatable things, was picking slangs around, and the slangs were so far from for someone like me that's out of Cameroon that understands nothing that's going on in Ivory Coast, but I still kind of understood what he was saying, and that was so nice. I was like, there are very few people that do that, and it really reminded me of someone like Jovi. And talking about the crowd, right? The way those guys move the crowd, that's what happens when you go to a Jovi concert. And it happens on the Jovi concert because Jovi's like he also very good at picking those things that you can relate to, that are very relatable, but he also packs it on in a very nice way that's so nice to hear. You like the way he bundles it. And I think that's a very difficult thing that is involved when it comes to writing. And that's
Uh-huh.
probably one very, very high barrier that a lot of people have to cross. It's not just
That
Cameroonian
is
rappers, it's a
why.
lot of rappers in general.
Yeah, but I think that like Cameroonian rappers, right? They have to set themselves up to get out of their comfort zone. Like for instance, like Jovi, don't compete against Cameroonians. Set yourself up for something like that, like a rap battle. Africa to Africa. Let's just see. And so that what this is how my competition is. Let's bring this energy to us. Let's step up our game. Let's do that. Because if you don't go out there, how do you know your level? You don't even know your ranking. So I don't know if he's done this yet. I'm just talking out of my own ignorance. So before
Okay.
Anyang says something, I see him
No, no,
getting
no. I was
ready to
gonna
like
say the only thing I
interject.
was gonna say is exporting
Hmm.
the music is great, but I don't think an artist of Jovi's caliber goes and does rap battles anymore. They don't. Your Jovis,
It's
No, no, no,
no,
no.
you don't. But you
but
go and
this
compare
is
that
the
level.
same.
You go and compare that level by doing features with people outside of the country. That's how you get your ranking. That's how you battle on an actual song. You don't go battle like on those people are battling. Those are people that are trying to make their
No,
names.
not those people, but I'm saying that like if you go to something like that, you bring your artists like Jovi's artists, like he has artists, bring them to those rap battles so that you will be like, okay, you guys need to fight. It's like fight for your life, fight for your crown. This is what you're fighting for. So if they fight and struggle and lose, they will know that I need to step my game up, and then Jovi will know that as a whole we need to step our game up. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
thinking about this
I,
like
I think
a
I
sport,
think
Yes,
but we're also derailing from the fact that you haven't told us how your weekend was.
my
we're
weekend.
starting getting
Okay,
too deep
Yeah,
and too
you see,
serious
okay.
in this
we're
thing.
We've
we're
gone
not
too
in Ivory
deep
Coast
into
yet.
Atom's weekend. We've gone too deep into Atom's
Atem's
weekend.
weekend.
My weekend was busy, very busy. That's why I was so tired, and yeah, it was not no thing that Atom
That's why your
suggested.
background changed.
That's why the background changed.
My background
It's not
changed
because you changed location and
because
spent the night somewhere else. Okay.
no.
So the
Okay,
weekend extended
so
into today because you were so busy, your background changed, you came late to
I
the show.
spent my weekend. I went Friday, Saturday to Vegas. So I went to Vegas. I had like a
Oh.
yeah. It was fun because like I put myself
So
out there. Like
did you win a lot?
no, I didn't.
No,
It
but
wasn't
what did you do in
for
Vegas?
gambling. I went to Vegas for business. We have like like a side hustle that we do, which is financial literacy. So we have a convention coming up in July. So we're going there to kind of like get people that will be able to attend that conference and listen to what we have to say as a business and then see if they can join, or like make an informed decision and change their lives. Is more educational, trying to like help people kind of like set themselves up for the future. So that's what we did. So pretty much we just camped out, standing up in Vegas, like talking to people, just approaching people. So that was a very big deal for me, having to
Wow.
just go to random people, talking to them. Hey, excuse me, my name is Eunice. What country are you from? Like, I'm from Cameroon. And then I wore my Cameroonian outfit. So that kind of like that was strategic on its own, because I wore my Togo outfit, and I was like, this is going to call people's attention. They're like, oh my god, I love your outfit. So that was like an icebreaker. I got their attention. Hey, So it was, yeah, it
Was
was a
was
fun
any
week
of this
though.
Oh.
recorded? Was any of this recorded
It was
or?
not recorded.
Oh
It was not,
You
man.
had to, you had to,
unfortunately
you had
not.
to invite us to bring the cameras and the
And
mics and all
Yes,
that.
yes. No,
this
it
is
was
this
it was
is
different. It was different for us, and the amount of people, like we went to this guy's African store, and shout out to him, Fofana African store in Las Vegas, and he welcomed us, treated us nice, gave us even water to drink as we're he's like, do your thing. You guys will get a lot of customers here, and a lot of people came to his business. He's from Liberia, so it was really, really fun. I liked it. It was
Nice.
that's
a
pretty
nice
dope.
experience. Yeah.
This
That
is
is.
this is where this is where we take a second to acknowledge the sponsors of this show, and to say we're sponsored and have been sponsored from episode 1 to whatever episode this is by Tisok.
This one.
TikTok, TikTok. Yes. So,
But
Yeah,
yeah,
how
but
about
maybe
your weekend? Yeah.
actually, big fan of that topic uh,
Hmm.
that you guys are pushing. I think that's a whole other podcast on its own. And
Right.
yeah.
dope.
Thank you for catching yourself, because we're about to go into another spiral here for another 5 minutes. I didn't want to stop the guy. I wanted to tell him that well, let's start the show. He was
You
going
know
to
that he
keep
was.
on rolling
Do you
again.
know that he was still collecting his thoughts to be able
Yeah.
to
Oh,
like dive in? Like he was like
we
gathering
were.
everything to dive in, like real.
Yeah,
No, no,
but
really, that's a big topic.
it's a
Hmm.
good topic. But I think my weekend is kind of a summary of what you guys talked about, because
Hmm.
you talking about this, or you discovering this freestyle battle in Ivory Coast. I was talking to a friend this weekend about, there is this hub that happens. There's a place in Cameroon that produces the best artists, because they're the rawest. They're very hungry out there, and then
Hmm.
they leave from there, and then they spread out into Cameroon. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
No.
Anybody can guess.
My take,
No.
my take is Boya.
No. No.
Bamenda.
Hey,
Bamenda.
Bamenda.
The best
Well,
producers
my
you know, the best rappers you know,
my
Bamenda.
take. Okay, let me refresh. Right,
They leave Bamenda, they leave
they leave
Bamenda, and then they come to Boya for more
Boya.
opportunities. But they get brewed, they
Okay,
get formed, and
okay,
they get
yes.
it created in Boya, in Bamenda. Actually,
Oh,
currently,
all
there's a
right.
freestyle battle that happens in Bamenda every, I don't know, but at least a month, every month.
Hmm.
That's where Fido comes from. Fido comes from
Okay.
those
Yeah, I
those
like
stands. They do it,
it was a
they do it
good one.
in like a
Hmm.
stadium, and it's always packed. I
Yes,
think that's
Fido.
the battleground. We'll get to Fido. Fido is talent, man.
Yeah, Fido is talented for sure.
Loic. I don't know if Loic Samfo has passed through there, but
Hmm.
they have this they the
But
packed. I don't know if it's a Bambili.
Louis Samfor is not a rapper, or is he? Because he's a
He's an
singer
artist. He's
now,
a singer,
romantic,
but
romantic singer.
exactly. But I think Bamenda is where they get really forged, and then they spread out into the
Hmm.
world, because
Okay.
you. We're going to talk about producers today, and I'm going to mention a bunch of
Hmm.
producers that come from that era, that come from
Okay.
that environment, and we'll get into why we wanted to do producers. I see Eunice smiling, but I'm gonna
Yes.
get to
Yes.
to something that you're
To
gonna
that
like.
to that thing, yeah. Because I
But
thought
that
about
was
it,
my
yeah, I'm
weekend.
like, you better bring it up. Yes.
That was my weekend, and we were talking about that Bamenda being a hub for people coming out, and people don't know about Bamenda like that, because Bamenda doesn't have enough exposure, not as much as Boya, right? Because Boya
No.
has all the money whether from
It
bush rollers,
also
money whether from scammers, money whether from people coming from Douala. Boya has more money, so Boya has is much more of a hub for different things, tech, music, and everything. So people get more attention drawn into Boya, but Bamenda, I think, is where they get created.
What happened to the?
I
Oh,
feel
okay.
like Boya
So, but
also kind of got
I
hit
think
by.
Bamenda people have been getting like
And
Bamenda people,
Fido,
right? Like they've
Fido
been
is spelled
blowing
P H
more.
I D O, PH for
Okay.
the
Yes.
PHIDO.
I think Bamenda people have been blowing up a lot more, so they're getting way more recognition. And Bamenda people are more tribalistic, like
They
they
support each
support
other.
their own. Yes, they support
Hmm.
their own. When you put their music, they dance to it, unlike the other people that we see.
Yeah, that's Fido. He
It
comes
Mm-hmm.
from
sounds
those
like the
grounds as
sound
well.
worked this time. This
This
time.
is
It did. We heard it. We heard it.
Yeah, we heard it. I like this
Okay.
song.
He was he was he was in this boot camp that Jovi
He's
held
such got the
recently,
rest.
He was in this group,
and
what?
the boot camp that
Bootcamp.
Jovi the boot camp that Jovi held in Yaoundé for 1 week, he was there, and every time that he
Oh,
comes in,
nice.
any song that he hears, he always has something to leave on it. He's not. He's. You would tell. You have to cut him out. But if it if it comes to creating something, he will have a verse, or we have a chorus, or we have a bridge for that beat. Drop any beat. That's the kind of artist that he was. But yes, that's Fido, man.
Okay. Back
And then
back
he has
back
a song
to
with Awu too, which is
Yeah,
really good. Which is
he has
really
a
dope.
song with Awu.
But hmm but
But that was my weekend.
for him, I think like he's a really good artist, and I think that like with his look, he has a look, he has the the energy, he has a swag. I think that if they work on him, he'll be really big too.
Yeah. I think we can play it, and then we can transition into this week.
yeah, I know this one. Yeah, yeah. All right, this kid. Yes, yes, yes. I remember because when I saw this song, I think I looked for more stuff from him, but I didn't really see a lot of recent stuff.
He has an EP out too. What else? He has a couple of videos there. He has another one, Lonely. So a couple of songs that are really out and
I
good.
looked into him, but like that was like a year ago that I looked into him and posted his videos on my TikTok, and yeah, he's good, very good.
So
Yeah.
I'm happy that
I
wraps
feel
us
like
up with our weekends.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
And
we're
as we
wrapped
go
up.
further
We're wrapped
into the show, my little take, um, random thoughts here. After all these things that I saw, right, when I came back, I felt like I think there's still a lot of I think content is really lacking in Cameroon. Like there's a lot of
It
music
is.
now as we've seen, but the content is I'll not say it's slow, it's just lacking. Like these kids they really need there's still a lot of work to do.
they need a lot more creativity, because like the thing that annoys me about Cameroon music videos, right? They want to act out everything that they're saying. It's no. I don't want to know you are not an actor. Like there's this like
But they're performers who are actors, but maybe they're acting wrong.
you know what I'm saying. You should not
And
go,
I no,
and
and I
then
support what you're saying. I think you're right.
when they're doing a video, right? And then they'll break, this fight, and then this, and then they want to act out the thing word for word. No, you can interpret it in a different artistic way that does not have to be literal. And that's what they are lacking. Just that creativity. Come out of the box. Yes.
I think
So
you're totally right, but I think that's what brings us to what the reason why we started this podcast. The infrastructure is lacking. The reason why they're acting out all of their videos is because their videos are mostly shot by Wu, the camera guy. And then they leave the responsibility of the camera guy, the guy that's going to cut it up and put it together, to come up with a video to come up with a video concept, which is not it. You have to have a director. You have to have somebody that has a vision for your video. You go and give this person a video and say, here. Together we sit down and we create I've forgotten how you call it. We create
a
the image, what we're
like
gonna
a whole
visualize, the concept
concept,
for the
like
video.
the whole idea, the whole emotion of this song, because you have to
Yes.
capture the emotion. You're not capturing the lyrics. You're
No.
capturing whatever this music is supposed to, emote out there. That's what you're trying to do. It doesn't have to be
Exactly.
literal all the time. Sometimes it could be literal here and there, but no, not all the time. But that's what they do every video, and it sickens me.
Because it's the
Yeah.
easiest way to go for the guy that is trying to start his video making business, and you come and give him at the time in Cameroon, you could shoot a video for 250,000, or like it's cheap, but you're coming to give this guy that money. His creativity goes with he's been trying to learn how to edit colors, put things together, chop things and everything, and now you're giving him the responsibility to come up with a concept for your video. He's gonna have to just look at the words that you've sang and say, okay, you talk about police for you know, with just person like policeman, they hold you lock up.
Let
Okay,
me policeman
that
for
guy broke
me.
your
and
heart.
you and you and you
Oh, you
just
talk
made it
about
too
bad
graphic.
friends.
He
Oh,
was
you
like,
talk
That's
I
about
what
still
they
had it.
do.
you sing about bad friends, right? Then we'll see some person will poison you for your chop. Poison your
Exactly.
chop.
Oh, na bad girl no. That girl will smoke
Na
cigar.
bad
You
girl.
hold cigar.
Exactly. Oh, you got too much
Bad
today,
girl of
cash day.
Cameroon is spoon
Oh,
and cigar.
let me ask you that.
Bad girl will come here
Oh,
hold a cigar. Bad girl the hold a cigar.
or you go cash, you go carry belly, you go get AIDS, something like
But
that.
that's the thing. I think we have to start separating that, which leads us to we need infrastructure, we need funding. Because in order to bring me as a director into your video, I need a videographer that's going to follow my instructions. But I need my own budget. You need to pay me to come with a to write your video, to write the video script and the concept. But I need to pay the cameraman. Then now I need to bring a wardrobe because very many times you don't see good wardrobe. So we need to pay wardrobe. So then
You don't see
you're
good
bringing
wardrobe. You don't
the
see good makeup. You don't see good
exactly.
makeup. You don't see good hair. I watched CY's video. See Soul. See I say CY. See Soul's new video called Malia. I was so just like vibrating. I was so mad. The girl's makeup was horrible. It aged her horribly. I don't think that girl is in her 30s yet, but she looked like maybe she was almost getting to 40. Like her makeup was horrible. Her hair itself, the braiding in Cameroon is so cheap. Why couldn't you guys do a nice braid for her that was new? Something. But it was just so low budget coming from him. I was so disappointed. I was just, so they don't put money into all those things, and you have to think
But
about somebody that
there's
can dance also. This girl, she didn't look like a professional. She just looked like somebody that knows that, okay, this is contemporary
Which video are we
dance,
talking
and
about?
she doesn't know. It's called Malia. She looked like somebody that knows that this is what contemporary dance looks like, and she tried to imitate it, because there's so much more to it. If you want to do that concept, you need to be able to find somebody that has mastered it and can bring it out,
I
really good.
respect these points now. I respect these points, but I'm okay
Yes.
with these videos coming out the way they are, because shy of them coming out the way that we're watching them right now and complaining about them, they don't come out because they start staying stuck in their heads and all they start seeing is obstacles. Je n'ai pas, I don't have enough money for a wardrobe. I don't have enough money to bring a professional, to pay the person that I know that does good makeup because they're gonna charge me 300,000. How am I gonna spend 300,000 on a video when my videographer this, my dancer this? Then the budget for the video becomes 3 million. 5 million, because if you want a good quality video in terms of imagery, who do you go see? Nkeng? Kang is a but then Kang doesn't charge less than 2M unless he knows you and he has a relationship to build with you. And Kang doesn't charge less than 2.
I want you to start it from the beginning, please, so you can see her face, please. It's not. It's not.
I
It's not.
I saw.
It's not a
So
shot to
these
this
videos,
girl. It's not a shot to her personally.
I'm
But I'm
championing
just
them
saying.
coming out the way they are.
I don't want to stop the conversation.
But
We just need to see what I've been talking about. Like
Yes,
this.
yes, yes. I just wanted to see the video myself. Yeah, I get the point that you're making. I think this reminds me about like when the Nigerian music video also kind of started like when it really came up with the Shino Peters and sorry, is it Shino Peter? Shino Peter, right? Shino Peter
what are
is
you
the
talking about?
father
P
actually.
squares.
No. Wow, I've forgotten the guy's name. Clarence. Boom, Clarence.
Clarence shot it.
Clarence Peter. Yeah, Clarence shot it. I'm always thinking of his father. His father was actually an artist as well, Shino Peters, and Clarence shot it. And when we started back in the days with the Clarence shot it, one of the things also that happens in Nigeria is that, and it's Nigeria, right? Nigeria has a whole lot of talent, Nigeria and Ghana. And what has been happening in Nigeria and Ghana for a long time is that these guys have been coming back. Like a lot of these guys have gone and studied. They've studied cinematography for the video. By the time that it was Clement Shorty, there was Director X. There was a whole bunch of guys in Nigeria doing crazy. This guy was competing with one other guy in Nigeria at the time, and like their videos were on par. When you see this one, he would do one song for P Square. The other one is going to do the song for Davido and stuff like that. And they were all like, they were at that level, and it just kept going up. And today, even the new directors that are coming up in Nigeria, that are out of the box really beating these guys, right? In Cameroon, I don't feel like we have that kind of talent yet.
Because
I
you
think we
mentioned
don't
one
have
thing.
it.
You mentioned
I
one thing
think
that
we
was
don't have
important.
it. Yeah. Go ahead, and Young, and then I'll make
No,
my point about that too.
I was just gonna say you mentioned one thing that was important. We in Cameroon we don't have a high stream of people going back yet.
Yes,
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 that's what I
yes,
was
We
going
yes.
to
don't have
say.
people going back yet.
That
But
is
the
that
reason
is
why
that is
the
really
reason why
really true.
Nigerians go back, right? And I discussed it with one of the Nigerians that I went on the trip with to Vegas, right? We were talking about it. Nigerians value their culture so much, right? That they make sure that even if they're working, killing themselves with overtime, they're budgeting. Well, I'm going to take my kids back to Africa. I'm going to take my kids back to Africa. They do that almost every year. I have a friend that goes to Nigeria every Christmas with her family. Every Christmas. So
I
there's
was at
like
the
those
barber
things they
shop.
always take their kids back. So how can their kids not be feeling that sense of belonging, like this is my country, I love it. And Nigeria is so they built houses, big houses, that these kids are not lacking anything. So when they go there, they're feeling that enjoying life at a higher level, so they want to go back. So when they go back and then they see what is out there, they're like, I can feel in this space, I can feel in that space. So
But
that's
it's
what
also
I
make
have
of
I
people
have
that
something for
sacrifice
you.
and go back.
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
I'm coming to that point. I have something for you, right?
yes.
Financial literacy, baby. You have to teach us Cameroonians.
Exactly,
No,
exactly.
seriously. That's why I was like, this is a whole
Serious.
podcast. We are now mixing up these podcasts. I swear. And they are
Yeah.
related. They are really related. Nigerians are
Mm-hmm.
going back home, right? They're going back home. I was at the barber shop last time, and this guy was like, man, summer don't come now. I get to go. So, no, he was back from Nigeria, and the barbers were like, yeah, how was the trip? Like, yeah, man, that thing not easy. Oh, 6 kids. Yeah. I had to put on this time my wife had to stay back and I had to go with the 6 kids, 6 kids. You know how it is, how much money. They were doing the budget and they were doing the math. It's crazy how much they have to put together. And this guy is not someone that's like earning the upper 100Ks a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
To
Mm-hmm.
he's not a six-figure earner, and he has to put in all that money and to take those kids every year. It's like, yeah, every year. And just what you're saying for real. It's like, nah, yeah, no. Every year my kids, every year I take them all go Nigeria. You know, easy, right? They do it every time,
Yeah.
every year. But I think one of the things that Nigerians are really good at, and it's not something that we're learning today. They're financially literate. That I don't know. Like they're very careful with their money. They know money. Let's just put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say this thing. I always refer to Nigerians when I start money conversations. Like,
Of
man,
course,
let's
of
learn.
course.
Let's learn from people from people that are like doing it better than us. Let's learn from Nigerians. Like they know money, and they're not scared of it, and they just know how to use it. Like it brings up to the topic of financial literacy. Because of that, they've created a path where their kids just grow knowing home, such a way that Burner Boy, that was all his life in the UK. Today, if you say that Burner Boy grew in the UK, people are like, well, this guy's a Nijaga 100%. So
Mm-hmm.
that guy grew in the UK. But how could they grow in the UK and have that parallel Nigerian culture with them all the time? It's
Mm-hmm.
because their parents did the job of bringing them back home more often. And it's not only him, all of those educated Ghanaians
People.
and Nigerians, they've
Mm-hmm.
been doing the trips back home, such that when the kids, by the time that the kids start feeling like this place is not treating us right, they're like, man, I have opportunities. I know what I can do. I know that place. I know how I can use what I have here back there. The transition back home is so easy for them. And they're making it, and they've been doing it a lot. And for Cameroonians, it's a little slow. And we love to blame it on our political environment, but I'm not so sure that that's
It's
really the
not.
thing holding us back.
Politics in Nigeria is not all heaven either. They had strikes.
It's not better.
They
Yeah.
had their moments. Exactly. So they have their troubles that they deal with. If you go to them and say we are struggling, they will tell you we're struggling too. So everybody is struggling. Why is it that they're struggling and making things work and we cannot struggle and make things work? So we're gonna just struggle
Because
and blame it on
they
our
don't have a
politics.
victim mentality. They don't have a victim mentality,
Exactly.
and just
Yes. Thank
being
you.
resigned,
Thank you.
to their fate and being like, oh, this is what it is, huh? Let's just be victims. You see, like even the Nigerians with their art, people that are in Nigeria, their art is out of this world because they know
Because
that, you know what.
those they're competing with the
Say it again,
planets.
they're competing with the
And you're
planet. They're
trying to
not
bring us
competing
back
with
on track.
Nigeria.
Oh, you
And
got
yeah, bring
me.
us back. Okay, let's
Because we
go.
can take a
Say
little
it.
break right now. And welcome back, everyone. This is the Fireside Tribe podcast, and we're here to move the needle on the Cameroonian music. This week we're going to be talking about, and this week we planned on talking about Cameroonian producers. And The reason being, we've been listening to a bunch of new music and we don't know what's behind them and what's behind those music. So this week we're diving into a few producers. We're going to bring out a few of our best producers that we discovered. And the reason why I'm bringing this topic as well is because I found out something that Atem or Eunice had
Yes.
lost.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you mentioned this one artist and you loved his music.
Yes.
You really loved his music,
He's the
but you were
producer. See,
nobody said
the
that yet.
music.
But you were so disappointed that he fell off and he didn't finish that
Yes.
particular song. His name is Oken,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't remember the song that
Okay.
you brought up, but his name is Oken. We can
My
probably pull
woman
it.
is a killer. Yeah,
Like,
that one. That
exactly.
one.
So in digging,
And
Mm.
that
Yeah,
is
go
that
I
is
on.
was
not
able to
supposed to
get
be
this.
the
Drunk in
reason.
love. Drunk in love. That's the
Yeah.
title of the song. Okan, drunk in love.
So
Please.
yeah. So we're talking about producers today. Eunice, you were talking about who's a producer. You can go ahead and define a producer as to what you found out so far while Atem pulls out this song, and I'll tell you a little bit about something.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
because like I who is talking about it? Are we going to cut off this part?
No,
Or
no, no.
let's just
You're
No, we're,
talking.
we're
I'm
good.
listening.
We're going ahead.
We're listening to you.
okay, so we'll chop this part off that we just fumbled like that, please. Okay, so because
Now, you guys. Now we're just going to make this episode full of flops.
no, I'm not making it full of flops. Let's start back. Go back to Oken so that we can start from there. He will
But
cut it
yes,
from that part. Okay, so like initially when we decided to do this, I usually just listen to songs like you guys know, like I just listen to the songs and I'm just like this is a nice song, this is a nice song. But I never was really concerned about who's producing it. I'll hear like certain things like Amukudu, is it Amukudu and feel beats. It's feel beats and all of that. I'll hear those things, but I never really concern myself with it until we decided to talk about it. So I decided to first of all research what is a producer, like a music producer, what they do. And one of the textbook definitions of the producer is like making sure that everything that they're doing, like they follow the deadline, they put everything together and then they release it on time. That's the textbook definition of it, which is
A
to
project
operate
manager.
and like kind of a project manager which who is in charge of everything, overseeing everything and making sure that everything comes together and gets released on time. They follow the deadline, they reach that deadline. So that was the classic one, but then somebody else defined it as a fun way to look at it is this person that will come and try to make an artist's vision come to life. Like the artist would be like, this is my song, this is this, and then they'll try to make that vision come to life with images, with different things, or even put the beats together, or even put like different parts of their own concepts into the song and try to like beef it up, fix it, and bring it to life. So that's what my understanding of a producer is.
yeah. ATM, do you want to take a stab at what you feel about this topic
Hmm.
or everything
Y-
or how
Yeah,
you
like
looked
like
at
I just
everything
wanted
going
to.
in?
Yeah, I just wanted to hone in a little bit with a definition of a producer, right? That's really really nice. Like I really like the textbook definitions are really exactly what a producer should be defined like, except for the fact that well, it's not a or if or maybe thing or except or not. But then the thing is that in many different contexts, it's kind of seen differently. I will not say defined, but seen differently or treated differently, and especially in the Afrobeat music context. But I will focus very much in Cameroon because I think at the level of Cameroon where it is right now, it's evolving. But where they are right now, the producer for them is pretty much still a beat maker, just a
I
beat
think
maker,
when
That's
when I
what
think
I.
about
right?
That's
it, I
what I
think about a
can't
beat
help.
maker too. But
Yeah. So
Atem, you're also a producer, aren't you?
yeah.
Wouldn't you
Yeah,
be
for me,
defined as a producer?
I,
a
I,
beat
I,
maker.
I wanted to,
Or are you a beat maker?
I wanted to keep it out of this podcast, but
You're a Cameroonian.
I'm pretty much that
Hmm.
definition that Eunice was given, which is one of the reasons why it made it very difficult for me to to um to put my vision through like a producer because the atmosphere has hardly been or the environment has hardly been the ideal one for me, and I'm still creating it. That's actually one of the reasons why I've pulled back a little bit from music production because I'm not really in the environment where I really want to produce music the way I want to do it. For me, producing music is not just making the beats; it's making that whole picture come together, right? So I'm very, very interested. I'm very selective on who should sing on the beat. I think that's part of the production as well, as being able to find the right vocals that will fit on that beat and find the right beat for the vocals. So it's not like I feel like a lot of times today people are doing a lot of hit and miss where a kid will just find whoever they know that makes beats, and then there's just going to be a bunch of beats, and then they just sing on those beats, and if they're lucky, one of them catches. So we find a lot of cases where one song works well and every other song just doesn't fit and just doesn't work. I don't understand why. It's probably because we didn't take time to treat each song like the song that it was, right? It's not every song that has to be produced by the same producer. It's not every producer that knows, or the producer, one producer might not know how to interpret every idea of an artist the way it's meant to be. And that's what makes production very difficult. I always like the French way to define it. They talk about the arrangeur, and that's pretty much what the producer becomes, right? A lot of producers, they get into the studio and they don't touch a beat, because a producer is much more like a manager of the sound. Like there's a sound manager. You get into the studio, you
Excuse
you
me,
you
guys.
go
My
there. There's actually a guy that is making the beat.
mm-hmm.
There is a guy that's making the beat, and then there is another one that's like sometimes even it's like an orchestra conductor where all these guys are making all these things together, and then you come and then you try to put them all in place. A lot of big studios, you
One
see the producer just goes and sits there. It's like, yeah, put this, take that out, reduce that.
DJ
One of my
Khaled.
best producers, one of my best producers is it's always when I want to talk about them that I forget their names. The guy that did 99 Problems at the BGN one. Why do I forget his name now? Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay. But I think at the stage where, like the way you guys put it now, at the stage where we are in Cameroon, most of these
Rick Rubin.
producers, Rick Rubin, yes.
My best producer in the world is Rick Rubin, because this guy is a yoga papa. People come to him for recreation. Kanye West, when he did his album, he went to Rick Rubin. I went and stayed in his house for like a month. And what Rick Rubin does, he has a room that is just like, it's like there's nothing on the walls. Everything is white, pure, clean. You come there, you kind of come and purify yourself. You come and clean up yourself. You bring the purest part of you. That guy he does like a whole treatment on people. Every artist that goes to that guy to make a song, by the time you are coming there, you don't even know what you're going to do there. Then by the time you're coming back, you have made magic. That's what that guy does. He brings out, and then he's like a therapist. He brings out the best in people. You see with Ruben, the guy sits like that, like a papa. He's always wearing t-shirt, walking bare feet. He has a house that's like somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's probably because it's rich, but it's also part of his whole concept. And then
So
you guys are
he
just
has
come
a
and
pretty
chill.
much
You
a
forget about
holistic
work
approach to producing.
to music,
He
and it
does.
helps to bring out the best out of people. It helps like really to bring out the soul and emotion out of you, and then in the midst of all of that, that's actually how you guys get to make music. Like the music just comes, and when it comes, it just capture it. And for me, that's like one of my best ways of producing. It's not like I don't want to be we go work now, so we get 1 hour. In this 1 hour, after we're done, boom, I take the next one. I don't want that. I want like people should sit down, let them really let the spirit come out of them, and let's capture that and bottle it in a song. People hear it. People know how to hear. When people hear, they know that, oh, this guy was in a different place when he made this song. And that's one of the things that producers do. And yeah,
Okay.
it's not a
But
very easy thing.
as a producer, though, I feel like I mean, if that's your concept that you're trying to go with, I think that you have to have a way of reading people, because you have to have like that insight into how people react to certain things. You can look at somebody and then you're able to be like, this person is troubled. This person has a lot going on. This person has this going on, where you can tap into those raw emotions for it to
Thank you.
translate into their songs.
Thank
So
you.
But do we think that any of the producers that you guys looked into in Cameroon right now are getting to that point? Did you guys find any producers that have transcended above just beat making and getting a voice on a beat, and have gotten to know their artist, so that
no.
every time that they link up to that artist, there's something magical that comes out? Did anybody find a producer like that in Cameroon
N- no.
in your
Like
research?
to in my research, what I saw, like the people that I'm familiar with, right, that I kind of tolerated to listen to their songs, it's like how I say plateau kind of you beat producing, like the this in Akumba music producer, that one Salatiel Feel Beats, right? They have like a regular thing. Like this is it's like the beat making. That's what consistently hear in all of that. It's just the beat making. They make nice songs, they make all of that, but I don't hear anything that is like okay, emotional, that is like right removing emotions out of anybody that you'd be like, no, this is raw. The only artist that I've seen that is like putting his heart out there, like he's like fighting and angry, is that AJ Bad Boy. Like when he sings, you're like, what? You know what I mean? When he raps, let me not say sing.
Okay,
When he
go to
raps,
one of those his
he has
songs.
that rawness.
Did you find out
The
who
producer.
produced
Who produced it?
one of those the AJ Bad Boy song?
Yeah, let's find it.
And I'm just curious, right? I'm just curious to see if anybody at ATM. I don't know if you were able to find a
I
producer
didn't
artist
I
duo.
didn't I didn't dig on the producers for a very particular reason because I probably because I of how I consider them like I think I
Okay.
see them like beat makers, and it's
Okay.
probably bad. It's probably bad
Mm-hmm.
because I haven't taken the time to do the digging, and maybe I'm going to learn on this show today. But since
But
in my mind they're
when you
they're
put
they're
it
pretty
that
much
way, right? When you
yeah
put it in
yeah
that arrangeur term, that upper
yeah.
level of music making that brings the best out of an artist, I think I find a producer that matches that criteria for you.
I want to feel so too from the project that we explored here. That
Tell us.
Ludovic is one of those guys that might be doing something like that, but
Yes.
I haven't done the research
There is
to support
Ludovic,
that.
Also,
but
how
there
about
is
the people from Lifetime, Jail Time Records,
Jail time.
Jail Time
no,
Records
those are beat
too.
makers.
The beat
Those
makers.
are yes.
Yes.
They're not singing about
Think
their pain in jail.
no, but they're singing about
Well,
your
but
pain in Joe. But
I,
what
I
Atem was
I don't
talking
want
about
us.
was yeah. Go ahead, Atem.
Yeah, I think you're saying the same thing. I don't want us to mix up the producer and the artist, right? And
Right.
the producer and the song, right? So sometimes and that's what I was like. Sometimes the producers really make it like the succeed to catch the right song and the right vibe, but it's mostly beat makers that we are calling producers in Cameroon terms.
Hmm. And if you had asked me back then, I would think that King Steven was a producer. Is he one? I don't
No,
know because I
there is
think
two Kangs
he's just a
you're thinking
director,
about.
right?
There is Kang that signed Daphne, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's Kang Stevens that signed Daphne, and then there is
Mm-hmm.
Kang the videographer. So Kang Stevens that signed Daphne, I think he might be a producer as well. I don't know his role, but he's a label head. And most of these label heads come from
Is it
producing.
the?
Even Akumba
From
Music,
producing.
Akumba Music
Mm-hmm.
is led by a
Mm-hmm.
musician and also kind of like a writer. He writes scripts. Right now, he's producing a TV show. It's called Lycée Abakwa. It's on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. It's gonna be
Yeah,
one
I've
of the
seen
most
it.
popular TV shows that
Mm-hmm.
you see. It, but he's a label head and he's a producer that came from a music background. He was an artist as well, and then he started signing other artists. And then that's why when you hear a song that comes Akumba Music, you could always tell the similarity in what it is because he's the one who
Mm-hmm.
leads that production. But then he also employs
Mm-hmm.
other producers or other beat makers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the duo that I was gonna tell you guys that make a good producer artist is Chris M. Listen to Chris M's hits.
Is it Carl on the beats?
Nope, Carl is not
Who is
they
that?
didn't make the hits. She has the À chacun sa chance, qui pleura verra or whatever that one is,
Yeah,
and then the one that she's singing about tu m'as laissé. I've forgotten the
Mm-hmm.
title now.
and also the Mon Lothaire. Mon Lothaire à
So if you
moi.
drop down, the person that produces her and produces also Lidol is called Teddy
Mm-hmm.
Beats.
Teddy Beats.
This kid
Okay.
from Douala
Mm-hmm.
is and his signature is Comme les Bobos. And I
Yeah,
think
comme les
he's found a way to know where to place Chris M every time. Every time that he's made, like he has 4 hits. I think he's given Chris M 4 hits. He's the one who made Chris M who Chris M is at this point. Because when they make A chacun sa chance,
Okay, so to me,
listening.
I feel like Chris M, right? Chris M is just one of those theme, like to me, whatever he did with her was just like make her a theme singer. Like she has a certain type of theme that she has to go with. So that's he has kind of put her in that box. Like that whole that new song that was like, like a rock star, that was a little different for her and I really applaud that direction that they went. But if you see Lidl, right?
Yeah,
Lidol, if he's the person doing with Lidol, he has like like he has made her like, because I really love her songs. It's just artistic in a way. Like
this
she's just
visuals is not
like
it.
you can just
I'm sorry to
this is not
interrupt,
it.
but this is not. Yeah, that's not. That's not Teddy Beats.
It was just to give us a picture of who he is,
That's not
because
him. That's not
Wait,
him. That's
that's
not
not
him.
that's
him.
not him.
That's not
I
him.
Oh,
thought that was
okay.
him though.
I
That's
thought
not
that
him.
was him because it says here
Mm-mm.
Teddy Beats Nobody videos. Like,
I don't know who that person is, but he tried.
all
That's
right,
not him.
Yeah,
I'm
that's not
I'm
Teddy
gonna I'm
Beats.
gonna find I'm gonna find Teddy Beats.
But you need to go ahead though. But what just
Like I
go
was
ahead.
saying
Go
that
ahead.
with Lidol, if you look at Lidol,
Ah,
right, like the whole production of her videos, colorful. She's artistic. Like she's like it's like, you know how you attempt likes poetry. It's like she's singing with poetry in every song that she has. Like if you watch her
see,
videos,
this
you will
this
like her.
sorry, I have to break
So
you. This is the best reference that you have made of me today. Let me take out this video so
that
that
you
people
like
see my
poetry.
face. How I'm happy that you
Yeah.
relate me to poetry. That's my
Yes.
literature
But
teacher is going to love you for saying this.
when we're talking about Teddy Beats though, you're talking about two artists that he's produced, and that's exactly what
No, but
production
I'm
is. He had
talking
to
about
he had,
okay.
he had to find this artist. He had to find a way to represent their voices, and it could not be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
For Chris M,
Yeah.
he found that getting Chris M into that Bikusi sounding niche, but it's a new version of Bikutsi though. Because
Amileke.
the way he redoes Bikutsi and the way he redoes the sounds that he represents, even when he does a Cameroonian sounding sound that we've heard before, it's in a step forward. And he found a way to put Chris M's voice there so that chacun sa chance. Qui verra
Qui
pleura,
verra
something like that.
verra.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting it now, and shame on me for that. But the way he found a way to translate her voice into song, it's like he knows the production, he knows where, and he puts her right in that pocket, and it gives. That's why she has the most hits of anybody in 2024, 25, 2023, 24,
Mm-hmm.
25. She's the biggest selling artist in Cameroon, and it's off of the
And
way
and
he's been able to translate her voice.
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if a lot of people see the value of producers in this way, because if record labels would see that more and more, they would do a lot more work to pair producers and artists correctly. It's part of the investment on an artist when you're investing on making. If I'm about to put money on an artist, it's a very very crucial investment to find the right producer, because that's the best way to bring out the best sound from the artist, and that's actually how we get the hits we are looking for. Because people are like, yeah, we want that artist, we want a hit. Let's look for a hit producer. Let's look for the
But
artist
at the same
producer,
time, I
because
feel like I feel like, like that's why I started off defining the role of a producer. If the producer does not even know what his role is, and he just calls himself a producer because he's making music beats for this artist and the artist sang it and it became a hit. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't know his role, that you know what, I need to bring out more out of this artist, then you're still failing, you're still lacking in some ways. Kind of research what other producers are doing, and this continues to be like a theme in all our conversations. Research what other better producers are doing from different countries, so that you can kind of emulate that, or find your own style that will
I
work
think you're
for you.
cutting. I think you're selling our producers shy. We have great producers, and those producers, of course, they're doing research. They're doing. Look, the guy that you said, Oken. Do you know how many songs he's behind? He's a producer, actually. That's why when I
I've heard
discovered
that.
that.
I saw that
Do you know
he
his
has songs
signature?
with local.
He's
What's
the
his
one who did
signature?
Loco's album that just came out, Purple Love. His signature is Amukudu. He's the one. So every time that you hear
No.
that Amukudu, it's him that has been doing all of those songs. Exactly. That's why I knew you're gonna have that head. That's why I wanted us to talk about this.
Oh my god.
When you put
Oh
it,
my god.
he has all of his
No.
productions have over. I don't want. I want to say
Oh no
50
no.
million
Okay,
views
okay.
in
I take it
Cameroon.
back. I take it back. I'm sorry, okay. I'm sorry. Because like to
Um,
me, I feel like he is so dope. Like I was so
and he
disappointed.
writes.
I just let him go.
but
Like
wait,
I was just like,
you're saying he writes. His singing is actually a lot better than a lot of stuff that he
yes.
Exactly.
produces.
He's
So
No,
an
but that's what
maybe
artist.
I'm saying.
maybe
That I think overall. Like when I saw him, his music, like even the Happy Birthday song that I put on our channel, right? That one itself, I don't know who was responsible, but it was like a melting pot of different artists, and he was there. I love that song. Like it's like your typical Cameroonian. It's not on YouTube anymore. That's why I posted it there
No,
because I
because
downloaded it a long time ago.
that's why you couldn't
Yes,
find him because he translated from that person, right? He's
yes.
signed by Amp. which is
Mm-hmm.
this guy in
Oh,
Cameroon.
Empire Records.
Yes. So he writes, he produces, he shoots videos, he does it
And he
all. He
sings.
mixes and masters.
No, that guy is talented. Like, I'm not gonna lie to
He
you.
is
You know how somebody
he
breaks
is.
your heart, right? And you just decide to just forget about the person. That's what he did to me. Like, that incident, like when I asked him about that song, I was just like, "Why didn't you finish that song? Why didn't you finish it?" And
Because he had
I
bigger
was
hits
like,
coming. He
no,
had
that
bigger
one is
hits
it's
coming.
because
still a big hit. It's
because
still a
he
big
has
hit.
gotten into the studio himself and he has started releasing his own stuff
Yes, but
He
he
10
made
months
songs for
ago.
Sandrine. He's made songs for everybody that's had like a bunch of Cameroonian artists that have had 1 million views. Sandrine Gangang, he made for Elisha K. He produced on that album.
okay,
He produced
okay.
for recently. He was a main producer on Loco's album that came out, Purple Love.
And
He has
mm,
oh
okay, you know
that's
what?
him. Oken Amokudu.
Respect, mad respect. I didn't know. So you were still to shock me. Like, I had no clue. I had no clue,
I
but
had
I'm
to. I
very
was told to
impressed.
drop it.
I'm
That's him.
very, very. I know.
That's him.
I know. I'm very, very impressed. Like, this is the best news I've heard all day. And
So
I'll
maybe we can
dive
look
deeper
at one of the
into
songs
it.
I produced. I think his production is better
Yes,
than
yes.
which one?
So
Which one?
give me a title.
Sandrine. We could try Sandrine Nanga. Sandrine Nanga. That one. Pas de toi. That one.
The
Yeah, with
second one.
Loco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
One
not
million
this
views,
anymore.
right? And in any
My
standard, any
bad.
Vous
My
êtes
Cameroonian,
bad
fait
is
pour
is left
découvrir
like
des
32
plages.
minutes. I didn't know it was going to die this fast. I probably have, you know what? I probably have too many windows open for a group to read this. I trust. Like, I had so much faith in him. Like, I was just more like, man. So is
okay.
there a
I got
reason
more
why
producers.
I
I can
still
keep
have a
dropping them.
question? I still have a question for him. Is there a reason why he didn't finish that Drunken Love? Because
He had more
for
things
my
to
own
do.
personal for my own personal gratification,
No,
finish it.
the
Don't
drunken
put it
love.
out there. What
Look
the
at you. You
hell?
don't do your assignment to the end. The drunken love was supposed to draw you into his world, and you go with the hunger that
No,
you've gotten. Find
finish
out more
it.
about him.
I begs because
You
I,
gave
I
up.
because I personally reached out to him and asked him like why he didn't, and then he said something about create whatever, like something vague, and so I left it alone.
Now reach
I
back to him
personally
and
reached.
apologize.
Okay, I apologize right now. I hate apologizing,
Go
so
ahead
I
to do that.
apologize right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yo,
because I've
but
discovered
really,
the whole side
amazing.
of him. I really, really, really. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay,
Uh,
for being disappointed in you because you've showed up like he has showed up for sure. Yes.
he's doing a lot of work behind the
Oh
scenes in
wow.
Cameroonian music. He's
Mm-hmm.
producing a lot of people, and I think he's one of those producers to look out for coming up because his sound like listen to him on Elisha's album. The songs that he produced
Mm-hmm.
different, right? He's done
Mm-hmm.
Sandrine Nang, he's
No,
done this one that
very
we just talked about,
nice.
and
Very
a lot.
nice.
Yeah,
Because Elisha Kid, the songs that he has produced for him, the like how I said renew songs, like with that those like it's just the same. I don't hate any of them. They're
right,
nice.
right.
They're
And
really,
He's
then
one
really
of those
good.
producers that has really been able to capture the sound of the time, like the sound of the moment.
Yes, yes.
He really has it. You heard it
And he's
like when I
not
heard
he's
that
not really
Drunken Love
betraying
song, I was like,
he's not
whoa.
really betraying the Cameroonian originality. He's not betraying it. He's making it modern without betraying it and being like, let me just
right.
copy from Nigeria or from
Hmm.
this other side. Like he's keeping it authentic to Cameroon, but has stepped it up. That is awesome. That is really good to
And did
know.
you guys see something typical about it? He can write, and he can write pretty good. I
Yes.
mean,
He
from the Drunken Love song, I was like, dude, I want more songs like this. I want more songs
Mm-hmm.
written like this. It's
Yes.
simple. His four bars are like on point. You like it. Now she didn't make me the name my see though. Oh, like god damn, we need more lyrics like that. And so yeah, if he
Exactly.
doesn't want to sing, let him write more, let
oh
him
no,
produce
he's
more.
working
But
his
his
album. I
production,
think
his
there's
production
an
is amazing, man.
he has his album coming out too. He's releasing music. He has a song with Suspect 95 this Ivorian rapper, which is a really big
Yes.
song too. But there's other producers we can go into. If you guys didn't bring producers, I brought a bag. I brought
No,
a whole
you
bag of
bird
producers I'm
producer.
curious
So
about.
tell us because I went straight to Chat GPT. That's my research buddy right there. I always go there and
No.
I say list me producers and they've listed me producers because I
I
don't
think
like to be
No,
quite
no,
honest,
but
if you put it in Google, right, it's going to take you for like a loop. You go here
I
and
and I
there and
should have
there
I
because
should
there's
have
not
I should have
more
told you.
information.
I should have probably given you a cheat code. The way you could have found your producers was going from your very favorite songs. Kind of,
Favorite
if you
songs.
drop down, usually in Cameroon, they're doing a good job now telling you who produced the song. You drop down that more
You
menu
see
on
it.
the YouTube,
Uh-huh.
you will see who made that beat, which led me to one person that surprised me a lot. I didn't know this.
Okay.
I didn't know this
Salatia.
about this kid.
No.
You guys like Elisha K's project so far, right? I think when
Yes,
we played
yes,
Elisha K's
yes,
music,
yes,
you
yes.
were.
I
Pull
was I
any
was
of
100%.
So put Elisha K and let's pull it and let's see who produced the song and I'll tell you guys about who produced the song. Maybe it's gonna be there and it's gonna be obvious when you pull it.
Okay.
And
So
I'm saying,
let's go.
yeah, Elisha K. You could do the one that he featuring Genesio. Okay, this one you pulled it right, man.
This one is dope. This is one of my favorites.
This is my favorite. It's like I don't I you know
So many people could deny.
where liar.
Okay,
I beg no before you want stop him.
Demons.
I
I
beg
think we'll
only
listen
after
to
this
the
part
second
before I
verse
cut
too.
him.
Come and save me from this legion.
The guy no, capture my soul for today. Now so we talk anything. Where?
Sina, okay, do you know who produced that song?
Who?
Give it to us. Let's do it together now. Wait. Let's drop it
It's the
together.
kid himself.
Okay.
Let's do it together.
No,
Let's
it's
do it.
Elisha
So
K.
boom.
Is
Open
Elisha
it.
K?
It's him.
Produced by Elisha K.
Wow.
He
His
goes
own
under his
producer
production
name
name
is
is Chaos.
Wow.
So that
Produced by
album that we
Elisha
love
K.
so much about
Chaos.
him, that
Oh,
album
wow.
we love so
That
much from
is
him, he
dope.
produced about 60% of the songs.
So I was gonna say something about producers. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but some of the best producers in Cameroon actually sing themselves.
Yes.
Few beats.
Yes.
No, Phil Beats is a good
Elisha K. We have just seen now.
Yes.
And,
Okay.
and it looks like I don't know if it's from me. I know it from my experience that a lot of the best songs that I made were actually
Songs that you could have
my
sung yourself.
songs. Yes,
Exactly.
right. So I make the best songs that I made were when I was making the songs for myself, and I kind of have the feeling that that's what's happening as well with most producers. Like if you make a song that you feel like you could sing on it yourself, then a lot of people too want to sing on it. Like there's still some beats now that I still have hidden where I'm like, no, one day when I'll learn how to really sing, I want to sing on the beats myself.
But then,
This
right? Like how I used to see like the Ghanaian like beats music production. They'll write something and then the person will be like, you know what, this person's voice, right, will
will be
go
best on it.
really well with this song. It's not my
Yes,
voice. And then
yes.
the person will be like, you sing it like this, and then the person will give them the notes, sing it like this, and then they'll sing it. This is how you sing it. This is how I envision you singing it. And so they'll kind of work together and come up with it. This and that process was dope as hell. So I've
Yes.
kind of seen
I
that,
think it's
and
a process that's
yeah,
true in music throughout though. It's true. It's true
throughout.
all
Yeah.
over, where people really can visualize. You can imagine. You can picture somebody and picture the way the person's attitude is, the person's inclines, and then you write. Sia wrote for Rihanna, and sometimes when I listen to Sia, I think it's Rihanna, because the song that she wrote for Rihanna, it's Sia all the way, but she had to give that song to Rihanna because Rihanna will be best to sell that song, and it's throughout music. It happens again all over, right? Even one of the producers, there's this producer that's also an artist, Rapman. He produced for Asaba and most of Akumba
Rapman
music and everything.
Rapman music.
Yeah, yeah, Rapman on the beat. So that's seen throughout. Like
Give
those
one
the
Asaba
usually
song.
artists.
Do you have one Asaba song by
Mon Bébé,
the
Asaba Mon
rapper?
Bébé.
That's how we're gonna do it. Hey, Mon Bébé is just
My,
coming
uh,
up straight. It's just as if they're listening
my
to us.
computer
It's one of
is
her
at
more
19.
popular one.
My computer is at 19 minutes. Let me see if I
Where's
can
your
scramble
where's
for
your
a
charger?
It broke.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
this is this guy's signature, man. He does a really good job with producing in this style. But he's also an artist. He also has songs that he sings on his own, Rapman. But you know, I think it's the same thing when it comes to like soccer, right? Some of the best coaches
Yeah.
or some great coaches are players. They probably didn't play the
Yeah.
best in their career, but
Yes, but
when it comes to coaching, because
they
they had
can
the
bring out
vision
the
of the
best
game.
in.
Exactly. When they were playing, they were able to see the structure in the game so that they're able to coach it and bring that out of players. So
I
yeah,
was, and then I also find it wrong. Also, sometimes when a lot of times, like this now, a little digressions to football, when people feel like the retirement part of a player has to be a coach, right?
that's why you
Because
get some coaches that
it's
don't do too well.
yeah, because and in very nicely enough, almost happened to Eto'o, and Eto'o was like when he was going on retirement, the clear part
They
for him
wanted him
was
to
that
be a
he could
coach.
be a coach. He went to school, he did it, he tried coaching, and was like, you know what, I did it for one season, and it's like it wasn't for me. He went out.
Oh,
And he's doing good in politics right now. He's like all the football politicians are like this kid's crazy, man. We think that he's going to we see that he's aiming somewhere at the top of faker foot, but he just got in. He just got in. He's like
yeah, he got in.
Secretary General of whatever in the faker foot. Like we know this guy is going he's going
I
for the
think he's
crown.
gunning for FIFA. I think he's going for FIFA.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think he's going for something big.
but yeah,
But yeah.
um, that's one thing that I was picking up too. A bunch of these producers are they have their own kind of career that they're trying to mold on the side, and then they produce for other artists and they produce for other
I
artists.
always like to say this. So I was say producers are like failed artists. It's like what I could not do. I think there's someone that can do it better, and it takes that level of I don't want to call it gratitude or generosity. It takes that level of generosity for a
Of
producer to be some of the best.
humility.
Selflessness.
Yeah,
Humility.
selflessness, generosity. It's some part generosity. I know beats that I've made. I was like, wow, I think that my singing here is better. But then when I gave it to someone and what they did, I was like, no, what respect, take it. You are the right person for the beat. And a lot of these producers that are artists themselves, they have to get through that phase where they accept that okay, there's someone that can do it better than me, and I have to release
They get
those my
get over
fire beats,
themselves.
those
Get
my
over their own
Look,
hype.
yes, I have to release those my gold beats because you know what? It's some and I think for me one of the most disappointing thing like a producer has been taking that beat that I know that well this beat has potential. I can really see magic in the beat and you give it to someone and they're like,
So,
okay, that's
Atem,
it.
what do you think the ETA on the whole DJing life is?
For
Cameroon music
who? For
for
Cameroon
you?
music.
Uh-huh. Remember you were
For
supposed to
Cameroon
do that?
music.
Yeah.
Yes, my perspective.
Remember you were supposed to do like a set, like an hour, and Yang suggested it, and you said you
It's
were
it's
on
it's
it.
coming. I
Interesting.
mean, I need to get my equipment though, so there's a process behind that. But
Okay.
definitely,
And
I
what?
have a vision in my head about a set that I'm gonna do,
Mhm.
and and I'm gonna cut this out of the show though. But it's very like I'm really thinking it. I'm probably overthinking it. But my idea behind it is that I want to make a set where Cameroon music is placed in a very elevated perspective, right? I want to give it a like it's just a shot from a whole elevated
Like you
perspective.
want to
So one idea that
shine a light on it, like you want to project it
yes,
big, like you want to make it like
yes,
come hard. Whenever you
yes,
come, let it be a hard one, a hard set.
yes.
I
I'm
feel you.
afraid that some of those very ambitious things that you're overthinking because I'm like even just the set, just the DJ stuff that I'm buying, it's like is it 3K? Only the stuff that's the stuff that I'll be DJing on, and just the kind of thing. And then I'm having a picture that the apartment I want to take in Switzerland. It should be like on the top floor, and then it should have this kitchen middle sink. I'm DJing in my kitchen. I have a set. I have like 2 or 3 cameras and stuff like. So I have a certain picture, and this picture's been there for a long time. So I
And
believe that is going to
that's what
manifest, and that's what I'm going to
Angel
come
said
up
you're a
with.
perfectionist, and then because you are such a
It
perfectionist,
never comes out.
it never comes out.
That's
You're
just
a
This is look,
but
no, 40,
because
40, 40 is my year, and funny things are happening, so I'm not scared anymore. Like I would have almost believed in that one, but I'm not scared anymore. Some kind of things are
okay.
happening in some kind of way
that's
that
good. Because
that's
like even with
that's
this
small. Yeah.
podcast, right? Like the way it happened, I mean, it just
Yes,
Yeah.
happened so
It
naturally
it
and
made it
so
impossible for us
easily.
yes,
not to do it. It
yes.
Yes,
made it impossible for
it
us not
So
just
to do
happened.
it.
You know how something happens so naturally where it's not forced, it's not like nobody is pushing anybody, everybody is excited to do it, and then it just like our different personalities kind of just came together and made it just happen like boom, boom, boom. I was like, I was amazed myself. I was like, what is happening
myself.
here?
Myself,
Yeah.
like everyone around, I was like, yeah, they just don't. it's hard for people to just realize like, but what's it doing? Why and how did it come out? And Eula, my wife, when she listens to it, she's like, wow. Now she understands why how the podcast came so quick because the chemistry, the energy. You see, you know how much. Do you know how we fight to edit our podcast because of how long we talk when we need to? We just start going in all directions. We somehow need a producer to come and start coordinating us in our show because
Coordinate
we
us.
start to get too
But
too
then we
far.
need
But
to
yeah,
wrap up with the whole producers thing, right? So Anyang, I would
Okay.
like
and maybe
us to
another
wrap
We
up.
cannot
segue.
wrap up.
Anyang, I would
We
like
cannot
us
wrap
Another
to
up.
wrap up.
segue. Another
We
Wait,
cannot
segue
wrap up
before we
with
wrap up.
producers.
let me
Another
give
We
us
cannot wrap up with
segue before we
producers.
wrap.
Let me interrupt you,
Another
people.
segue
We
before we
cannot
wrap.
we cannot
Thank
wrap
God.
up with producers
You know what?
without
Thank God
talking
I
about
found
the
the
best
charger.
producer of Cameroon.
Okay.
The best producer that Cameroon has seen.
Okay.
Wait, because we're
Wait,
going
hold
to have
on.
to
Let's
cut off
see.
a lot of
We're
fluff. Let me
cutting.
put a
We're
marker.
cutting off all that part from the DJ part and everything, right?
Yeah.
Cutting off
Yes.
all that part, and then we're starting here now. We're continuing.
Yes, but
So
Okay.
before
you could,
I'll set a marker. I'll set a marker. But before starting, I just wanted to say another segue, right? More exciting things. It's funny. I, it was crossing my mind a bunch of times, and I was like, well, don't let it out. Don't have a go ahead of yourself. I was thinking about financial, all this kind of financial stuff, and I've been going about even trying to make, I don't know, right? I'm blogging and write blog on it and stuff like that and stuff like. And then you mentioned it today that you guys are doing some financial, and you're just talking about it like a side thing, but it's one of my most exciting topics, like one of my biggest topics. Like I've been doing this whole planning thing and for years now, and Anyang can talk about his own as well and all that stuff. It's like a crazy thing, and I feel like very few people are doing it, and I feel like a lot of Cameroonians are like making money, but we don't even know where our money is going. So, and we all have this one stop plan in Cameroon that, oh, you make money, you go and build a house in Cameroon and stuff like that, and then that's it. But I feel like we should start thinking about really making money, like really making. We shouldn't be scared of making money. Invest, make money, and try to just go away from the 9 to 5 perspective of how to live your life
yes,
and try to think
yes.
about being financially independent and having your own life on your own stuff. So I was very, very happy just to hear that you were even doing stuff like that. So that's one thing that I want to double click on sometime in the future. Okay.
Oh no, I'm
Yes.
I'm
I've said
hearing
it.
100%. But put a marker, please, so that we can wrap
Yes.
up this production section.
Let go.
So I know we're there's more producers we could talk about, but I couldn't leave this show about producers without mentioning the one producer that's the most iconic for me. The one,
Atem,
don't
can you
say it,
guess?
Eunice.
Can you guess?
Don't
Atem,
don't
can you
don't
guess?
say
No,
don't.
let's just write it. Let's just put it in the thing in the chat. Let's put it in the chat, and then after he said it right, we'll just click send, just so that we know if that's the person that we're
Uh,
guessing. Because for me, I already know who it is, right? Okay.
because he changed the game. He's the one that made it okay to come in and be an artist and have a second alias that is a hidden producer that nobody
I'm
knows. That's
done.
why we can find out. That's why we can find out that Elisha K is a producer today. We can find that out. I think it's because of this one person, and I cannot be done with a show on producers without bringing him up. And you
feel
guys
you.
think you guys know too much because you are texting it now in the group chats and texting it. But
Atem, text it. Text
to
it.
me,
I already wrote it
to
down.
me, Atem texted it, but I don't know what he texted. I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna see
Yes,
what I have
yes,
to
I know
say.
who it is too. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, go
But
ahead.
if we can play this song, Pascal Workmanship, to
Okay.
explain my point, because that's the best producer. I think that's the most iconic. I don't want to say best because I don't like comparing his work with other works of art, but to me he's the most significant of my generation.
Okay.
And it's Jovi. I know you know.
Of course it is.
It's Le
It's
Mans.
Le Monstre.
The monster.
Le
Yeah.
Monstre. There is no video for this one, yeah?
There's no video.
Still,
The reason
new
why I
band,
choose this song,
Jailbreaker.
it's not
Massa.
because it's his best song. It's because when Pascal comes on this song, Pascal is one of his best selves. And to be a producer and to be somebody that creates that kind of environment where people can become better is what he's done every time that he's made music with other people. When he's allowed people to make music with him and allow people to share that space, people have forced themselves to be better. If you look at all the features that he's done, there's a bunch where there's another song where he invited people into the studio. He forces artists to be different because they understand that when they're coming, they have to step up their game.
I wasn't
There is
thinking about it. Just highlighted that. The best producer. Okay. But for me, I wasn't too
Okay.
crazy about the sound in the beginning. It was really rough to my ears. Maybe it's just me. It was just scratching
It's
my
Atem's
ears.
internet.
And then uh,
Yeah, it's. I think I fell on the wrong or a
it
wrong
was
version
attempts
of it.
thing. Oh, okay.
No, I
Yeah,
Because
don't
yeah.
know. I don't
It's
know.
when
yeah. No, no. It's
that's
it's
what it
really
says,
mine.
right?
I don't know what version I fell on, but since we already record, I'm going to replace it though. I'm going to replace it with a good with a good version.
But
But yeah.
that was one of the like the quickest example I could find where another
Mm-hmm.
artist comes on the song. But there's a lot more, right? His recent projects has this.
Mm-hmm.
His recent project has this kid called Spaceboy Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Spaceboy Ace is one of the most underground artists that you have never known. You don't know. I've not seen a song of him by himself. If you go to his Instagram, you think that the kid lives in London. He's just operating on this kind of wave but he was able to bring this kid into the studio. This kid refuses to release music, by the way. And then
Mm-hmm.
he does the song with Spaceboy Ace, and it's beautiful.
Space Boy is it a
Yes,
single word?
Spaceboy. Let me see the title of
I think
the
Space Boy
song.
can be one word and then Ace is another.
It's on this album called Space Boy. Boy is spelled BOI. And Ace. It's called Miss Me. The song is called Miss Me. So if you go Jovi Miss Me, you'll probably find that song.
Okay.
Oh, actually, the song that I was looking for is BTDT featuring Spaceboy Ace. If it's on YouTube too, I think. I really believe it is. BDTT.
BC.
Yeah, BTDT featuring Spaceboy Ace. Eunice, this is
Yes.
your introduction to Cameroon rap. Well, not your
Yes.
introduction, but
I mean, I'm there somehow. Because
Are
I
you guys
like
seeing it?
Bad Boy AJ now.
no, we cannot see what you're sharing. Something's
And then I've
happening.
listened to Quarter Boys, some of their rap. I listened to Mike Monster too. So I know some that is palatable to my ear. So
Okay, I think something is happening with the sharing
I like
for
Dreddy
some
Chris.
reason. Dreddy Crease is like crazy. Like
I think he's super dope. He's very dope
he's a
too. Like the
whole
way
he's
when
a
he
whole
has like this
different.
he has a song with Salatiel that is so nice too. That's Salatiel is my own producer that I know
The
that I
funny thing
like.
about
What's
oh
happening to
someone is
your?
sharing. Is
No,
someone
no,
sharing?
you're
Nobody's
the only one
sharing.
sharing.
Ah, okay. I think
There, did
I see the
that.
priest. Okay, being there did that. All right.
Funniest thing,
I
right?
been there.
Being there, I did that.
I never used
Funniest
to
thing.
sit back. I was the
When I
type
was
to get
listening
my leak back.
Yeah.
when I was doing my research
I'm
on
not the type for
ChatGPT,
chit chat.
this thing
I
played. This rap, this one, I was like, okay, that's nice. And then
Oh,
I was trying to look for
I
where it
can't
was
hear
playing,
you.
right? You couldn't hear me?
No,
Yeah,
now I
yeah,
can
you
hear
gotta
you.
say what you said again.
No, I said the funniest thing is that like when I was doing my research on ChatGPT, brother ChatGPT, this song kind of played. I don't know what I clicked, and this rap played. So I was like, okay, that's nice. That's different. It played. So I was like, where is it? Where is it? I tried to go look for it, and I couldn't find it. I went to go look
This
for it
particular
because
song.
yes, this particular one.
Oh wow.
Yes. And then I was like, I tried to go look for it, like where it's playing at. I closed the whole window, tried to open it again. It didn't play. So I left it alone.
I think we gotta rewind it because this is fate. Then
Yes.
we found the song for Eunice.
Yes.
We found
Yes.
it.
Them
We
boys made
found
it
it.
to ChatGPT.
Wow.
Exactly. Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that was my TED talk. Welcome to my TED talk about producers in Cameroon. I can keep going for days.
So I want us to wrap up this conversation about producers by you listing a few of the producers that you know.
Me? Or
Yeah.
From the
okay.
Cameroon from Cameroon music or
From Cameroon
like
music, not in general. We care? No, we do care,
From
but we're
Cameroon
talking
music,
about Cameroon.
I will list a few that I didn't list today because I think I listed way too many, and I want to give the chance to you guys to list some if you guys want. But a few that I didn't list, Phil Bill. I think he's what he's doing is really he's found a sound that he's cultivating and he's really cultivating and he's growing. And the features that he does is promoting that sound way across Cameroonian borders. Phil Bill is now going. He's gone around Africa performing. He's gone to Europe performing, and I think what he's doing is really, really one of the kind, bringing Cameroonian sound outside. He's made like a modern version of Asiko. and he's really honed into the Siko vibe, and he's taking it out to other countries. You go to Uganda, people are singing Phil Bill songs. He's performing in crowds that Cameroonian music didn't have the opportunity to go into, and I think it's very unique. Another producer that I really really respect out is DJ Carl. DJ Carl is behind some of Blanche Belly's hits. He's behind Renew. He produced a lot of Fish before when Fish was alive, and DJ Carl, his signature is DJ Carl on the beat, right? And then DJ Carl has this one rapper that he produced back in the he's not rapping anymore. I want to say back in the day because it's a few years back since he produced something. He's called Ngoma. Ngoma Ngoma, I'm telling you, he doesn't his
Go
rap is just it's just one
weird.
of a kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
He raps in a way, he twists things up
By the way,
like
Goma has been releasing. He's still been releasing, and it's crazy. I think his most recent stuff was like, okay, well, okay, the last things are like 4 years ago.
yeah, 4 years.
I
And most
was
of those
I,
is
I
when he
was
was working
very
with DJ Carl.
surprised. I was very surprised at how the guy's music actually. I'm still surprised at Ngoma as a talent, right? Because it's hard to place where his shit comes in. But when I see these videos and his production, I'm like, people really trusted to put money in this kid.
Yeah.
Like, for what, right? And I can't hate it because it's hard to hate him.
Yeah.
His delivery is it's weird, just to say the least. Yeah.
You should play one of his songs. Go back and play one of his songs where he's the main producer, so you can catch that. I think this one has a bunch of features. You might not. You should just
Yes,
go back
that's
one
I just
time.
add the title to it. Add the title.
the back button. Yeah,
That first one. That
the Bay, right?
yeah.
Need me a baby
Very,
and this
Is he a dancehall boy?
yes.
come on my head.
I think
Atem is not
okay.
impressed.
Maybe
So yeah,
Yeah, this is another good one too from him.
it sounds like this one was painful to hear, but in general, he seemed to have been very big 4 years ago when he was doing all what he was doing, and it's probably also where Cameroon music was. But Ngoma is like, I don't know, I still don't know his his position in Cameroon music, but
Because
he seems to be.
I think he had the opportunity to create this sound, and all he had to do, I don't know that I want to say all he had to do, but he created a sound of his own sound. You couldn't compare the way he sings to anybody else, because he just did his own thing when he took a big. He's not like you don't want you'll not be able to put him in a classic way that Cameroonians rap. No, he rapped his own way.
And the nice thing about, he has style, he has his own artistry and everything. It's just like the music is not something that I'm going to put like on the top of the list, but then it just kind of always somehow worked. That was a very interesting thing about
He
Ngoma.
had a team
I'm
behind
talking
him.
about him now in the past tense. I hope that he's still coming up with more music, because I think all of these things, yeah, I think all of these things is a matter of time, right? Music is mostly a lot of those artists that do well. They're actually mostly artists that are able to capture their time, right? So maybe at the time when the music was sounding the way it's sounding, it was fine for Cameroon at that time. Now Cameroon, 4 years today, Cameroon music has evolved quite a bit. So people have to step up their game, and I'm always very curious to see people that performed too well back then, to see how they perform today, if they catch up with the game, and how they sound when they adapt to the level where the game has gotten to. So that's what I'll be curious to see from Goma. But back to producers and producing music.
Okay,
Do you
you
guys
named a
want to
few, right?
do you
No,
want to wrap that up?
I think I'm done listing out my producers.
One person I want to highlight too is Slasher. Like I didn't know about the Slasher, but I just know like from he produced like this guy's song Avera Jazz. And you guys know I love Avera Jazz. I just love his style. Like none of his songs is bad to me. And the very first song that I loved of him was Rambo, and this is the guy that produced it. And then he has Lonyama too. He produced Lonyama, but Rambo.
Rambo said
Rambo,
good
you know
songs.
Rambo is like ghetto, 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 and I love it.
Eunice's
And
computer
then
is finally dead.
no, it's
When
not
she wanted
dead.
to talk
It's
about
here.
Virojess. It's dead. I'm sure her computer is dead.
Yeah, her sound has just gone.
See, my computer
No,
is dead.
now it's back. Your
You
sound just
froze.
keeps leaving us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
I
okay.
was
Let
I
me
was the one
start
who was
over.
supposed to have bad
Let me
internet.
Let me start over. Let me start over.
That's
I was
sleepover. That's
saying,
sleepover. I think.
let's start over. So I was saying that one of the producers that
Oh man, it's
I
not letting her
discovered
have
that
it.
I
You're
like.
not winning today, Eunice. If you can hear me, just know that you're froze again. I don't know how this is gonna come out on post,
I think
but
it's
we're
This
the
not
this
killing
time
you.
you froze.
internet.
You froze on. Ah!
Oh my God.
All
Maybe we
right.
should
Okay, I
pull
guess
up
I'm not talking. You guys
Abiroje's
talk.
Yeah.
Rambo for her.
So it's Slasher with
Avero Jazz
you guys
Rambo.
Rambo Slasher.
Bread and egg, bread and egg.
Forward it because they have some of that they're acting in the beginning too, which pisses me off.
This is what Eunice was talking about. Acting it out.
Okay. Thank God
Yeah.
it's a show on producers today. It's not about the videographers because
It's
Yeah,
not about the
we'll get to videographers on
that
the later
that one
episode.
would have gotten sound very very quickly.
We'll get to videographers. They'll have
but
their day.
I love this song because it said everybody in Tambafia is a Rambo. It's little kids, woman, everybody's a Rambo. So I loved it. It's just crazy. It's just a crazy song for me. I like it a lot. So another
All right.
producer that am I frozen again?
Eunice, if you can hear this,
I hope the
you're not
upload is
with us
going to send
anymore.
us your. I hope the upload is going to send us your audio.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
Wow.
Because another
Not doing you
one is
justice.
the person Mark F of Coverpot and Wase. That's the person
Ah,
that did the Witty
Mark F
Minstrel,
is
which was a
dope.
big song. That Be Proud of Who We Are. That did that big
Yeah, that
song
was a
that
good one.
everybody it kind of was a very,
Ah,
very
yeah,
good
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Be proud of who we are.
What who I am, I guess. Let's see. What's the title of that song again?
Be proud by
Be proud.
Witty Minstrel.
Queen Pere, Bang Pere.
I like the second version better because it had Bagua
Where?
Boy in there.
I will sing song.
I will sing song. I love his part.
Is it this one?
The
This
Yes,
remix
one,
is the
yeah. I
remix that
will
he's
sing
talking
this
about.
one.
But it also has very new Tinia. Was
yes.
Oh, this is Kati Kati in its original way.
Be proud of who we are.
Hmm.
That's Bagua Boy's part. It's coming up too.
but that's they had
Was that Gasha?
Gasha in
They
it.
had Gasha inside, yes.
Yeah,
They
I
had
thought
Gasha in it.
that
Gasha.
was quick, but
That's who it
I
was.
saw Gasha's face.
It was Gasha.
That was quick, but I thought I saw her face. I don't remember
It
where.
was.
Somewhere around here. Yeah, here. Yeah,
There she
There
is.
she
there
is.
she is.
She's looking good too.
Yeah,
I'm happy
yeah.
for that.
Okay, been a minute. I was like, when you guys are fast, I was also like, is that Gasha? Before I even made the words up, I just already said,
I wish
yeah,
she comes
man.
back into music, man. I think
Yeah, man.
music misses her
I really
talent.
miss her. I
I
miss
hope
her.
she's well wherever she is right now. I miss listening to her music.
Sometimes it can be very
Let me see if she has anything
discouraging.
on Apple.
Not yeah, it can be very discouraging for the artist. There's this guy
10 years ago, well, 10 years ago,
Eddie Kenzo, man.
crazy. This song is 10 years ago. Okay. I understand it's a hit again.
apparently she had something like she got screwed over by Eddie Kenzo. Like she has like a little interview that she talked about it. Like she got screwed over by him. So I don't remember
Oh,
the
on
exact
that
details.
project, on that track.
Yes, yes. So
She actually has a
there's
project that
also
came out in 2024.
hmm,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Love Gasha. It's
let's
a
look.
No.
9-song project. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Digging into it and seeing if it's worth bringing up again a second time.
Right? Because like the time that we brought it up, that was a video that failed, right? Wasn't that?
So, so a little sneak peek, either a little sneak peek into your research tomorrow, or so topic has already put it on YouTube. But okay, I think I already formed my opinions. So did I say that? Did I say that I was curious about people that were hot 10 years ago, what they do today?
Yes,
All
what
right,
they're
good.
doing now. Like if they caught up with the times and they've done that, that sounded like it was still back in the day. Like it was still stuck in
I think I think
that.
I think there's a way for artists to come back and it's not directly into jumping into the water. I think if you're an artist, you haven't made music in 10 years, you don't just come and make music. You go and sit in the studio with other artists, you write for
Collab
other
with
artists,
somebody.
you background
You don't
work.
just
You background
you
work
don't just go
first.
and play the World Cup after you have not played football
Yeah.
for the last
and and
four
and
years.
training for an artist is not going back to the studio by yourself without producers. You have to go and see what artists are doing right now. Somebody that I really
Yeah.
like in American music that did that was Juicy J. Juicy J was with 3 6 Mafia. He was there. They did their thing for a while, and then he had a hiatus where he didn't do music for a while. But when he came back, he didn't just go and he stayed in. I followed the trend where he was staying in the studio with like Mac Millers at the time, like young artists, just there. He would drop a verse if there was an opportunity for that, and then that's how he came out with all his hits after that. The features that he had that had big hits, but I really like that the way he approached coming back into music, where it's not like you're forcing your way in. You're seeing where music calls you to be your best self. So I think Gasha could probably write for a couple of artists to this day, and it'll be good songs. Or she could help produce songs, and it'll be good music. And from there, she would get a pace of what Cameroonian music is like now, and
Soak up the new
it'll be way
energy.
back in. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a
So,
different type
well,
of style that I think like maybe now she's trying to compromise because that didn't sound like the direction that she was going with initially. Like it
I
feels
mean
like
that
she's
was
trying
that
to
was
compromise to
maybe a
be
word to
lighter.
just announce to us that
She's coming. No, she may not waste the time. So
yeah,
But
I
I think
mean
she
sometimes
doesn't
it
give
just
she shouldn't give up from that album. She
yeah,
should
don't
just go
give
back
up.
to work and release
yeah,
another album today to this year or next
yeah.
year or some more new music. Just keep trying.
Hmm.
Something is gonna give.
Yeah, of course, because she's
Yo,
talented. Like
I think we can make it a wrap at this point.
yes, we can, and
Any
that's
last
even
words to close this segment on producers and Cameroon producers? Your takes on it?
take on it is
Where do you
just
see
keep keep
Cameroon
it up.
music going with the
Uh,
producers?
I don't know. I just got a good surprise today with Okan
Wow,
thing.
Your mic
So
tripping again.
that
your
was
sound there.
oh
It's
my
just doing
god.
you wrong today.
Shit.
Now it's frozen. Anything you try to say just freezes you. Just leave. We will wrap this episode for you. Yeah,
It's
now.
okay. You guys wrap it up.
Anything you don't try to talk no. It just cut you. As soon as you start, so it cut him. You wait until you finish talk. We want talk him, and then it come back.
The sound
um,
is a hater.
I I'm so very excited about producers in Cameroon or like beat makers, however we want to put them at this stage. I'm very excited. I've heard so much good music in the last couple of years. Every time that I hang out with somebody or I'm driving and there's people in the car, they're surprised that I'm always playing Cameroonian music and I'm playing a lot of it. And they start asking me, oh, you listen to a lot of Cameroonian music. I'm so grateful because I think the work that is happening in Cameroonian music has put me in a place where I'm comfortable listening to Cameroonian music out in the air. And I know there's going to be good music. So I'm so happy for where Cameroonian producers are heading because when I look deep, there's a bunch of good names, there's a bunch of big names, and they're doing the groundwork that's going to lead us to the next generation. I think if everything else, everything being equal, if there's development in other aspects of Cameroonian music to match the energy that producers are coming with, 2 years from now, we're going to be really, 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 really far. So I'm excited to see what comes next.
Same here. What I've really seen also in the last years, and I think it's just like I don't have anything to add to it. Like there's been such an evolution in the Cameroonian music. Um, Looking at that graph of beat maker to I don't know, arrangeur, orchestra,
Arrangeur.
yeah. I think we are starting to really see a lot of producers really going towards that end of the arranger, of being more of the coordinator of this music project, right? We're starting to see, and really, what one of the producers actually that we have not mentioned in this show today, quite interestingly, or maybe because I just mentioned it while passing, is Ludovic.
Yeah. Yeah, we
The
just
Berry
mentioned it.
Boys.
Yeah.
The Berry Boys project is one of those producer projects where I really want to see a lot more of those. I really and that's one of the kind of projects where I see myself also doing sometime in the future because I feel like one of the best producer projects is like the producer that tries to craft sound for the right artist. And we are getting to the point where producers are starting to get more self-contained because it's not very easy. We also factor in the economics in all these things, right? There is a reason why a lot of producers were only beat makers at the whole start of this game because that was the only way to survive. You make a beat, you sell it, you move on. It gives you the fuel to keep going, right? If you don't really have the capacity to sit down and say, well, I'm going to focus on only one artist. Only one artist can't feed the producer or couldn't feed the producer at that time in the game. Right now, we're getting to the place where the African is getting a lot more ground, is getting a lot more popularity. We're crossing beyond Cameroon. People like us are starting to feel comfortable consuming Cameroon music out of Cameroon. It's not just you. There's a lot of Cameroonians that are now feeling like I can now play this thing loud in my car while driving around the city, and I'll be really proud to let people see that, yeah, that's Cameroon music, you know. And it means that the Cameroon artists can also start being able to really feed from the music, hopefully. And the producer can also start really being able to accept to factor himself like the producer and go, look, I'm going to focus on really channeling my music with the right kind of artist. And if we get a lot more of that, we'll see a different quality. We really see the quality is really there, but we're just going to get a whole other level of the quality of the music. The more producers are really able to sit down and be content and just do their stuff. And I'm seeing a lot of that coming. It's all the things that's exciting me quite a lot. And yeah, that's just what I'm excited about. I think that in the coming years we're going to have more producers that are going to do more of those Ludovic type projects, and even beyond that. And that's going to give us that's going to bring us even probably new types of artists that we haven't discovered yet. That's what I'm looking up.
Should I attempt to speak or no?
Let's see if your mic lets you talk. Oh yeah, no, it's going.
Let's try it.
No.
Okay, so my part is like I've just been so excited. Just one thing that I've gotten out of this is that Oken thing. Oken and Elisha K, but mostly Oken because I'm so very proud. I don't even know the guy, but I'm so very proud of whatever he works he has. Because it's like, you know how they say like every disappointment is a blessing. Whatever disagreement that he had with whatever people he was with, it kind of made him step up. And that's the thing that I keep saying, like, take your disappointment and step it up a notch. Like, you guys thought I could be, nothing. Let me show you that I can be better. And he, for whatever reason, we don't know what happened. Hopefully we can talk to him one day and understand like where that transition kind of came, where he got his inspiration from, because man, I'm madly impressed. So
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
She's referring to the Oken, right? Yeah, but I
right.
Also, yeah, I am.
And I believe that everything is gonna record still, though. I think it's gonna come in the video at the end because it's recording on her end, so we're still gonna be able to get everything. That brings us to the end of this episode that we've been talking about producers. I'm so happy that you guys were able to join me and deep dive on producers, on Cameroonian producers. This has been something I thought we were going to get into this topic way down the road, but I'm glad that we were able to address it now.
Yes.
And thank you all.
Thank you very much. Have a nice start in your week. See you guys on the next one.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Okay. And then
she's the one that was in that video where he's just solo him and her.
Yeah.
Her name, motivation for the choice of the.
She's an iconic dancer in Cameroon.
And she's a good dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, is it that same guy that did? Wait, let's see. Now let's talk.
It's Steady Beats. It's Steady Beats.
Oh. You know how I knew that it's Steady Beats?
Why?
The guy has, I think Atem said it also night, he has his hand to touch, he has his hand where he knows how to put modern stuff in Africa, in Cameroon stuff. He cooks it in a way that now it sounds together, but it's you really modern. Know that this is pop. That guitar is rock guitar. That guy carry and put that inside Bikusi, and it is sound. Oh man, it's a basic. Sorry. Even the way that he did
you call us a Bikusi earlier.
Mrs. Try. Even the way that he did that Monlope, if you hear the chords that are playing down, like, how did this guy do this? And that is what I was like, He made me to like the girl. Meanwhile, actually, seemed I'm liking. I like his production, like the way the guy produces.
Even this other song that he does, Je pleure for her. Mm-hmm. Good song.
Yeah, that one is nice too. Yeah. And then we forgot about this artist that's out of Cameroon. Yame.
Who's that?
Yame. You know that one, right? That his song went like completely viral.
Oh,
Is this the
That
guy?
sugar.
yes.
This
When I
one?
found out he was
Yeah,
Cameroonian, I was like, what the
What?
hell?
A Cameroonian on
Ça fait très
colors?
très longtemps que j'ai.
Yes.
that video that you just passed. No, no, go back, go back. He
No,
went
no,
and
no,
he
no.
did
Douala.
that,
This
he did that
my
video in Douala.
Douala.
a Cameroonian on colors has made my day.
Yes.
I've never even known that a
Yes.
Cameroonian has made it onto
Yes.
colors.
No, but he's like
Colors.
he blew from France. He used to do this
He
a
blew in
cappella,
France,
and then
but
he has
that's
one significant thing about his dentition that he's
his
lacking
vocal.
one couple of teeth.
No, he's not lacking. His teeth are just misformed, right? So when they played this song before, when the song was going places and people were laughing at oh his teeth and everything, but then people were like, no, but this song hits. People were like, no, but why do I like this song? Why do I like it? That's how he went viral. And then he went and did that video in Cameroon. That video he did in
Yeah, that
This
Cameroon.
one.
one.
This one,
Yes, that
Douala,
video
and
is
he did
different
it with the
quality, bro.
Ben Sikinas. So we have to
Dit ça
consider
fait très
him. We
très
cannot
longtemps
just
que.
say, "Oh, he
But this
blew
is
up
this
in."
is this is the start of that show.
Look at the
This is how that
colors.
show is going to start. This guy,
Yes,
I said, I
yes.
tell you, you're sleeping on this guy anyhow.
No, see, when I heard that he was Cameroonian, I was like, see, excitement.
And the best thing that he has done now, he has taken like his best hit, and he has come and shot it in Cameroon.
Que j'y pense à comment se mettre.
Oh, wow.
Je
Don't stop
roule
it yet.
comme
Don't
si
stop it
quelqu'un
yet.
m'attend.
Have you heard this song, Atem?
Je cale
No,
le pétard entre mes
never,
Don't
bro.
stop it yet.
Tell me
Don't stop
down.
it yet.
ouais. Sur la
How many million views? Like 90?
18.
Oh,
1 year.
18 million views.
La craie
People use this
focalisée.
song. People used it.
La haine que je ressens dans mes pensées.
People used it.
So when is he doing the song with the Bamenda boy?
Which song?
When is he doing the song with Tyke?
It's Tyke Bamenda.
The styles of music don't
Bamenda Bameleke.
don't cross.
Yeah.
This guy seems like, but it could, because this guy has one song, Bahala. Look for Bahala. It's different, like the way he's approached to the song. Do you know he's singing about weed, about smoking weed? It's Bahala. No, V.
Ah, okay. Wahala. Van Hala.
Bahala. Yes.
It's Valhalla, not Van Hala.
V.
Okay.
Yes.
His colors has 94 millions.
Bro, that's why you heard me screaming about colors. Colors, right? It's a place where you go. It's a place where they select who they bring on colors. Colors, when you make it to colors, you have crossed the boundary. They didn't went to colors. All those people, they kind of went to colors to just kind of cement themselves in Europe. It's like when you go to colors, you have like, I don't really know how to say it. They've branded themselves in a kind of way. I don't even understand what they do. But when an artist does the colors, you have put something in your CV like an artist.
It's like
It's a
Tiny Desk
step-
concert.
Yes, exactly. It's a German version of Tiny Desk concert. It's crazy. Clip of his here, so this is it.
His artistry is different.
Oh, wow. It's funny, but you'll be crazy at the fact that I'm just capitalizing on the single word that he used, mola.
Mola.
Mola is, you see how he did it? That's how he brought his Cameroonian. He did it in French. Nobody will even get. In France, they don't say mola in France. But he's putting in 100% French song and he puts in mola. I repeat it a lot of time, mola. So if you don't get it, you don't get it. If you don't know it, you will never catch it that it's Cameroonian until you hear that mola. If I had heard only this song and I got here, I'll start suspecting that this guy's Cameroonian. From hearing the mola, I was like, mola, this guy's got to be Cameroonian, and I'll find
But
it
you
out.
know what? You know what impressed me about him? It's just like he had a hit song, right? And unlike Libyanka had a hit song, and then there was a debate. Who should she collab with? This guy was just like, you know what? I'm just going back to my goddamn roots. I'll go back to Cameroon, just go shoot my video and be my authentic Cameroonian self. Libyanka decided that, you know what? Maybe she needs to like hang on to the winning team when with Nigerians. You know what I mean? kind of, I don't know if that's where her creativity got lost because she kind of like went to for popularity more than her art. I don't know, but that's why I kind of respected him a lot more.
I'm gonna say this though. Libyanka
Mhm.
put a solid EP out.
Mhm.
Her EP is good. You could tell that she's talented. You could tell that she
I,
has
I think I think the
it,
difficult thing for in Liviaka's case is just the fact that she started with something so big that it was just so hard to double up on it.
exactly. It's hard to repeat that success. I
Yeah.
think if she had this EP out before she brought that song, like Thames came out, right? Thames
Yes.
wasn't popular because of one song. Oh. She had a whole EP that was really just going around, going around, going around, and then that's how
But
she built her momentum. But Libyanka came out too strong.
she
Came
came
out with
out
a
too
hit that was
strong
hard to replicate.
and her
But
hit
you know
was
what?
just too
I don't think
too
that it was
too
even it
strong.
was not intentional. It was never intentional
That's
because this
it. That's
girl,
it.
it was never intentional because this girl was just there, right, in her room singing this song. Like I remember the day I saw her on TikTok. I remember the day I saw her on TikTok. I just followed her immediately. I'm like, and I heard that song, and she's Cameroonian. Boom! I just followed
You,
her
you, you
right
know the
away.
funny thing? It's
She still
weird, but when I
crusty,
saw
even in this
what
video.
yes, when I saw this
You said she
video, when
looks
I
crusty,
saw the
right?
girl for the
No,
when
you
I
could
saw
say
the
that
girl
it's her
for the
startup.
first
She's still
time,
starting up.
yes,
Like
when I saw the
if you
girl
see
for the
videos
first
after
time,
this, she's nice.
Eh,
the funny thing
she's
is that when
not.
I saw her for the first time, right,
Oh,
I just kind of
mhm.
saw a Bamenda face for a funny reason. I was like,
Amanda,
this girl's
good.
Bamenda. I
But
was
the
like,
thing is, like,
I started looking, I started thinking, this girl's got to be Bamenda. And they are, hey, in a Cameroonian. It's like,
She's talented, man. She's talented. I
I
can't wait
already
to
knew
hear more of her
she was
music.
Cameroonian, but I think that she needs more of a direction. She needs something. She needs something to bring her out. It could be maybe her body, her image, her all of that. That's not really making her like, that song. I don't know. You don't think so?
I mean, she
I
doesn't,
think she just needs to keep recording, but I think
yeah,
um she needs to keep making music, reach to the
yes.
core, and releasing
Even
music
this
of
song,
different.
that song. Look for this song, "Demon in My Bed," has this a similar emotion to this one
Is it with this guy?
by herself. Demon, it has like a similar Demon Angel. That one, I love it too. That first one.
You know, one thing that I always say, right? Do you know how many
Not,
songs it takes to
I think
make a
that's a
hit?
live version.
This is Angel Dumb,
Go to that first
Angel
one. That
Demon.
first one. Angel
She doesn't.
Demon. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I like, yeah, 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 this one.
My darling. The words, man. The words.
So do you want for come off first before people, before the next
Yeah.
one, before the next one? Then it will have been growing from 1 to 2 to 3 to 300 million. That
exactly.
300 million, this was beat to. I mean, after 300 million, we cannot even see 50 million.
And the thing is that before you get to that, if she had released all of these songs, if she had made all of these songs before we had listened to the 300 million song, she would have probably learned a thing or two about her music before it
And
Mm-hmm.
blew
herself,
up. And then she would have made another album now after the 300 million song that would have gone back now and given her even more money and given her something to tour with,
yeah,
because now she has um I think a light body of work. She can tour,
yes,
but then people will be going to listen to people. And
yes,
and if you cannot take me away from people, then people only has a certain amount of time that you can run around with it, and you're gonna have to drop it. So,
Mm-hmm.
man, I think we'll forever judge her on a scale that is not fair.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
fair, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, and then judging her on her choices also because Cameroonians kind of like criticize her for going with the Nigerian artist and all of that.
but
But I
but
think that with Nigerian artists collab, right? But you have to do what you think is best for you to make yourself shine,
Yeah, she has to be
and that's
selfish.
what she chose. And she has to
and to
be
be quite
selfish
frank with you,
and not.
I I don't even see that like a thing.
No, but that's what I'm telling you. Like I've seen online, they're like, "Oh, Libyanka, she did this." Like they're proud of her, but then they're still kind of like hating somehow too. You know what I mean? Like hating on her
Which
somehow.
is
But
which is fair though. Because what do
yes,
Nigerian artists do when they blow? They go back to their culture. I've not seen the Bianca
yes,
like really go back to Cameroonian culture in any
to
way.
collab with anybody. But
It
then
it
maybe
it, it
she,
didn't. it didn't even have to be like collab, right? She's not waving that flag. I mean, in the interview she says it. She says where she's from. It's not like she's hiding it. But man, like there's a lot about Cameroon culture that you can
Culture.
show without having to say you're Cameroonian, and we don't see that in
Exactly.
any
Like
part
even
of her
even
her,
even
her
with her,
artistry.
like whenever she's going on stage, all those things, award shows, she has never even worn the fabric to be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like to be like, let's come up with like a fabric that will show
Don't,
display Cameroon culture. I don't
don't,
have to say it. I don't have to do anything. And then she said something about like they tried to kill her when she went to Bamenda or something like that. They tried to,
Kill her
but
what?
a few people, I don't know. But she made a video. I didn't even watch it.
But
I
you
was
know, like
uninterested.
I think to some extent it doesn't even have to be that literal that she has to wear ashwabi like the Chen or like a Cameroonian outfit. You know, I wonder what her performance set when they bring her to highlight a show. I wonder what her set is like because she could have a set where she doesn't have that many songs. She has max
Mm-hmm.
10 songs, so she cannot have
Mm-hmm.
like a 1 hour show. So if I was her team, 2 songs, you perform like a traditional Cameroonian kind of like identifying song where you're bridging in between your songs. Because it's a performance. People are coming to see you, so you can bring your culture into your live set, and it still represents who you are. So I don't know that. I don't know. I've never seen any of her sets. I've never
I
seen her live
saw
on
I
stage,
saw
so I
this
really don't
gay
know what it's
guy.
like.
I saw this gay guy, right? He performed something. He performed something. I'll look for that guy's name so we can all watch this performance. It was dope as hell. I didn't know it was Cameroonian. He performed something. I saved it, and you guys just continue talking. I'm researching about Libyanka. I'll look for this guy so that we can all watch it. He's like a transgender, dresses like a woman, and he performs like like how like Richard Bonar kind of. He's just like exclusive in a certain part of France and
mhm.
stuff like in the world. Like he's just that's how that guy, the vibes that guy gave me. Something like that she can do that is like cultural. Like you be like, this is another part of me. But I don't know. She's just not trying to be Cameroonian, I guess.
But
She's
I think it
identifying
might
maybe
also
she has
be
also
who signed her. Like who gave her that people hit? Like who did she make it with? Who was she surrounded by?
mhm.
Because
Mhm.
she might owe allegiance to them, and then she's going with their direction, what they're telling her to do, and everything and everything and everything.
Mhm.
And also to be the first Cameroonian artist to break those kind of records, it's
Barriers.
hard. What other Cameroonian artists are you gonna feel comfortable associating yourself with
Exactly,
to progress your
exactly.
career? Granted,
Richard
she could have gone
Bonar.
Tyke. She could have done a good song with Tyke.
Tyke, yes.
She could have.
Yes. Tyke is
Na two
big.
Bamenda people. Na two Bamenda people.
I don't know why you're
Tyke is
hanging on this
Bamenda.
Tyke
Why would I
Bamenda.
defeat this Tyke na Bamenda?
I don't know
I'm
the
like,
man.
I still
Tyke na
continue to
Bamleke
ask.
and
Na
Bamenda too though. His
Bamenda.
mom, I think his mom is Bamenda.
His mom is
Oh, I
Bamenda.
see.
But he's not he's Bamleke and Bamenda.
Yeah, yeah. But now we're talking
No, no,
about
no. It might be
Libyanka.
his
That's Bamenda.
dad. It might be his dad. Because his
I
mom
don't
is
know one of them.
francophone. Yes,
Okay, yeah, then it might
Maybe
be his
his
dad.
recent
because
album.
you know what, Anya? Maybe just because he's talking French, we don't confuse now. You remember that
No,
there are
no,
Chinese people that
No,
speak
no,
French.
no. But Ibi
no, no,
Ibi
no, no, no.
Ibi half
The
anglophone,
guy,
half francophone.
the, Jeff. You know Jeff that I was doing music with, Batson.
Yes.
That's his cousin. Tyke is Batson's cousin. Yeah,
Oh,
they actually grew up together. So yeah, if the guy speaks pidgin, yeah, you will collapse.
There was some
Tyke. Eh?
Batson there inside the whole
Yeah,
mix. Why is Batson inside the whole mix?
Batson,
Batson
But
don't
how?
Batson,
deserve you. I mean,
Bat,
was he doing music too, right? Like,
Batson, yeah, Batson is also one of those Cameroonians that's doing music in Germany. Yeah, but I'm not. When, anyways,
we
if
forgot
I'm to
about
post
Tyke
this
too.
song,
We forgot to put Tyke on the list.
See now, Tyke is a household name. We cannot
I'm
forget him.
sorry, it's
Even forgetting him
okay.
is admitting him in a sense. You
no,
cannot admit him.
thank you.
Like the fact that we want to deliberately forget about him. We're
But
just
man, that guy is such a talent,
that
man.
guy
Like if I
is
have the opportunity to go to his live show, I'm not gonna miss it because he gives
I
it
will not
his
I will not
hundred
miss it. I
percent.
will not
So
Tyke
this is
that's
Jeff. So I don't think he's the level where Cameroon music is. I think he got left behind.
but that's what
It's
I'm
my
saying
take.
that his cousin that they grew up together went far. What about him? That's what I'm asking because sometimes
How can you
some people can
bring
pull
this kind of
you.
Thank
the
you,
thing?
thank you.
How can you? There's no room for this.
So thank you,
This
Abeg. Help
bullshit.
me. Help me
This
out.
bullshit. There's
Mo
no,
no start
no,
that
no.
way. Mo no start that way. Mon frère at home because mon frère at home you carry person wey
Now,
no
so
get
Cameroon
talent.
government, they see Eunice, you
Abeg.
correct for run Cameroon government.
I go run am. I go run am. But have you seen that Somalian girl wey he run race? They say na him uncle put him for day. Where do if he hang at all? She has never run in her life. They put him for day with hijab. She couldn't hang. Everybody was like, na him uncle put him for day. Because there's just no way. No, I mean I get it, but I'm just saying I'm not saying that he should have been the same level with him. But the accent say, where did he get lost in translation? If you be so na the
They
collab
not
no,
grow up to they
somehow
be cousins no, but they separate for
he said
some
they grew up together
Ty grew up no for
for
France.
somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, grow up
Ah,
together in the sense that if you see the petit before the one go France. No the story now say the guy Remy be stay for Jeffy and Tam, and then
mm-hmm.
yeah, all that kind of stuff. Because Jeffy Pab been a politician, he been a parliamentarian, so that's how they get that kind, that kind thing for people
That
where he
guy
be
this when
minister or
rich people
parliamentarian.
them
Exactly. The
they
house they ever
benefit
flop
they
will like some 20 people that way you know even know say who be who. And so
Oh,
other
so
20
na
people, then
so
that
so
guy
na
Remy
Taiki
to the
Mami
daily.
be Bamenda.
Yeah, I think that I can marry Lavender.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. But no,
Talking
that's
about
in the
Tyke
two, the
though.
two thing they no fit. No, the two thing they no fit. The guy.
no
Tyke's last
the guy
album.
level no you not just reach Taiki on at all. Sorry. Then I just look at him. Some person for family get talent no, so another one to one get them, but no catch.
Yeah,
Na
that
lie,
kind of
it
way.
no
Even
relate. That
even
two
even
thing they
when
no
that kind of
relate.
conversation calm down, people they just find a way for divert them very quickly, and they I just say, okay, move go
No,
chop that fufu. Okay, that fufu don't
one thing
done.
no get to do with the other one. One thing
Mm-hmm.
no get to do with the
True.
other one. They develop musically in different stages. You don't see Tyke first song them.
Mm-mm.
Hey, me say no. That man don't walk. That man don't walk.
No.
Wherever he is right now, he is giving it 100%. I respect his grind because if first song way he be that kind of teenager, he try to figure out his sound. Man, the only
Mm-hmm.
thing that is ties that type back of the day to
The
the type now is
dancing.
that boy liked to dance.
I
He
like your
liked
own
dancing.
song. You go
Yeah,
dance your own song
he
so
did
say you will
dance.
enjoy them. And at the thing that way I did talk about like Cameroonian them like if you be say you did dance your own song today, you find the song you need, but the way he go dance, he do one so you
He
think
could
like
dance. So
this
we
thing is
know
sweet.
when you hear that only audio, you know
Hey.
things say that song did he dance am.
Yes, and then
You
when
think that
he
it's a
can
vibing
dance,
song,
so
but
he
type
do
must
some
dance his song.
dance. He goes to take go for down camp. So wake up,
He,
you did like wow,
he did
wow.
dance am.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he could dance am.
Oh,
That's why.
oh.
That's why Joy Awu's video is the best video of 2025.
We don't
Undisputed, we
do
don't
that video
argue.
podcast no.
We agree, but even though that agreement, so you don't need them. You just want that someone just take a shut up. We
I
don't
don't need the
shut up.
agreement. Not true. I don't need the agreement because no, when I talk that statement, no, na democracy. I don't talk on common day.
All right, guys. I think me,
Okay,
I'll drop out for here. I gotta go to
No,
work.
me too. Me
okay.
too.
I go find
I
that.
get
I
work
go
on Monday.
find that guy what